that.
Sick.
No, we know the work.
Thank
Yeah, we've got no announcements other than thank
Mark
you
is
for
pregnant.
making it for creating our first thumbnail
I
for the videos.
gotta do backlog of all the other things.
What?
Luckily, we started this really early on, so if you want to backlog them, it's
That's true. It's
way
much
easier
less
than
work,
starting
yeah.
it like session 80 in and be like, now we gotta go back.
Yeah, so
I'm
hurry
like-
up.
I like.
Yeah,
It took me
yeah,
I looked at it. I'm like, oh, it's a trick. Oh yeah, that was a thing. And I'm like, oh fuck.
They're both fully
It was an
open.
AI
I
image.
wanted
No.
to open
Well,
it.
Didn't we
I
also
edited
get
all
you
of
to
it.
subscribe
I
to our
edited
YouTube
the-
page?
She will eat it before
Great.
you realize
It's
what it is.
It's literally been proven.
If you check this out for there.
Not so scientific, but I think
Wow.
both are just
It was literally something on a spoon, and I trusted you. I don't know why I just took it.
Woo.
Definitely we will still
what
blow
else
it
could
out
it have been?
because
Tell us
that's
if you're
how
gonna
we
actually hear
are.
us.
What good thing can you just
What?
prove
This
me?
sounds so crappy.
We should be otherwise ready to go. And last we left off, the majority of our party was actually all together gathered in the church district of the city of Dragonspire, helping our Mogan try to discern certain clues that she had been led. After investigating a number of the temples, you found that within the temple of Anubis, there was a series of carvings depicting the night sky, along with different constellations and other forms. And there was a small hole, probably about the size of like a bottle, like a large bottle cap, that allowed a beam of light to be entered through. Now, given that this was midday, we had Morgan sitting there trying to contact her patron, being blinded, seeing that this might be a possible clue to lead in the future, but unfortunately the timing is not working out. And where it is depicting onto the ground in the wall is currently just on a back wall of the building, so it's not corresponding to anything at the current moment. But given his nature and what he alluded to, she may have to come back at a later date or time.
or both. This was just on the hot.
Our friend Mulian had spent some time in the Temple of the One, and is currently there himself, doing the god's work in helping those who are injured and get back into the life that they should choose to lead, and helping a man with a broken leg.
A farmer.
Helping a man walk, doing unto others as though he wish he could do unto himself. And all that.
Get back to work.
But Mulian still finds himself within the Temple of the One, whereas Isaac, you were headed off to go back to the Foxhole. Make a stop there.
There were two places I wanted to go.
So we will actually start us off with Isaac, because we did focus on everyone else last time. So let us start us off with Isaac. And where are you off to first, my friend?
I believe the
Search
foxhole is
for
actually
fucking
closer
Isaac.
nearby on the way to
What?
the other
No,
location.
I'm talking to her.
And the foxhole is probably a good starting place to get to the other place.
You wanted to start off at the Foxhole.
Yes.
Easy enough. You know your way through this town, and you also have a single horse at your disposal right now. You took
Robin.
You still took Robin. Going back across the city easy enough on your own lead, managing to go through and arrive back at the Foxhole.
Does Ascending Stone have a certain number of recharges, like 1d3 per day or something?
It regains. You do a 1d4 divided by 2. It automatically gains 1 back every single night. But so it has 3 at the most. So if you roll a d4 and you roll a 4, you get 2. If you roll, and it always rounds down. So if you roll a 3, you get 1. Roll a 2. Wait, no, rounds up. So 3 and 4, you get 2. 1 or
I got
1 or
2.
2, you get 1 charge back. But this is at the end of a long rest. So you did used all 3 yesterday, and this is the
Yes.
next morning. So you have 2 charges on it currently.
I just wanted to know just in case.
Nope, no problem.
I would like to stop inside the foxhole, and I am looking for my Goliath friend. Nadim.
Nadim?
Yeah.
Nadim, not Adim.
Yeah, I know. confusing.
Also not Mimir.
Tanker fills up.
Too bad.
You see- roll a perception check as you enter into the
Mimir
foxhole.
just fills up.
Anyone says it.
And existence.
God damn it.
16.
16. You can see Nadim is currently actually in the middle of an arm wrestling match against a rather built dwarf. You can see I'm gonna crush you, little hairy bastard.
Is there currently a crowd gathering, like
like a
cheering?
small little, like this is not anything out of the ordinary.
I said
for-
next, and I start
for
like
Nadim.
tapping, like trying to cheer him on.
No body, no body. Only arm.
You just watch. You go as
He's
you
got a lot
start
of
patting.
leverage.
His arm just goes. Isaac! Completely forgot what he was doing in the moment. Like just arm went poof, and literally like smashed into a drink. He gets tipped over, not paying attention. You're back.
Give him a hug.
How are you? You owe me 5 gold. Shut up. Gets up. What brings you to town? I haven't seen you in some time. How are you doing?
Well, I saw you yesterday. I just wanted to have that beer with you. Have a talk, maybe in a booth, real quick.
Yeah, let's go. Let's sit down. Let's go. You go find a seat somewhere. One of the bartenders comes up, puts out 2 rounds for you.
Thank you.
What have you been up to? You haven't been here in some time.
Yeah, I know. I've been real busy, but unfortunately, I come with bad news.
Oh no.
I'm afraid that our mutual friend, Nadim, is passed.
I'm Nadim.
Nadim.
Nadim. I haven't seen a Nadim in a long time. Where did he go?
He was very
you
good.
were hanging out all the time here.
Yeah. Nadim did know, actually. I wrote that Nadim was one of the few people that knew.
Yeah, but he sometimes would forget.
Oh.
Yeah, because he would call himself Isaac. Would
Yeah.
look at your face. So he'd forget that Adim was actually not you. Because
Well,
there's no way it's
Listen,
on his
I'm not a Goliath, and I'm getting confused with both fucking names and your backstory, okay?
Why do all your names sound similar?
Just wait till you meet Tarkin, Larkin, and Markin.
Cousin of Sarkin?
We forgot Arkin.
Arkin. But you get the sense that he, for the better part, has actually been just thinking it was just you for a while. Even though he knew that it was it was like because he would always put on the act and would always, in order to maintain character, to not out himself to somebody like Nadim, it was kind of
Well, occasionally you also had another patron called Enkidu, the Lava. All of them seem to talk and react the same way, or I'm afraid they won't be coming in either.
oh, that's so sad.
I know, I'm sorry to hear that too.
friends.
What about your friend Paleo?
No, Skinner. Skinner also isn't coming back.
Skinner?
I hope
how'd you
they're
get that
happy
name?
wherever they are.
Roll dice.
To them! When he raises his drink. I
I
hope they all are together somewhere.
About a mile up the road. Yeah. I'll miss them too.
It's okay. We got each other still, so we'll be fine.
Give him a hug. We do.
He crushes your back.
Probably. Do I pass my Constitution saving throw? Yes, I do.
My spine is not
Or is that
severed.
strength?
I cast Bane on him so he doesn't. Huh?
You got me a paper towel.
Absolutely.
He folds like a twig.
It went from 18 to 14, you dick, and you rolled a 16.
You fold like a bike from Amazon.
Is there more, or is that it? What else? What's been going on?
Just taking care of other jobs and whatnot, but want to see how you were doing. Had bad news, but has everything been going well with you?
It's going okay. I've been doing some work here and there. Not a lot of people like half-orcs, but
Really good.
I'm big and strong, so they call on me when they need protection.
Yeah.
As long as there's bullies, they'll need me.
We'll always need you.
Hope so, otherwise I'll be out of job.
I should go though. It was good talking to you.
Okay, it was nice seeing you. I gotta go kick that dwarf's ass.
You don't know him jack shit.
That's what I'm gonna tell him.
Now I head to the Thieves Guild.
That is
Back to where I used to remember where it was.
downstairs.
Yeah.
You can actually see, looking around, currently just actually sitting at the bar is the fox who runs this building.
Hello?
Oh, hello there.
It's
Haven't
been
seen you in a little bit of time. I'm trusting your job was successful.
wasn't actually my job. I'm completing someone else's this time. Do you know if Zabarella's around? He's Adim's master.
So the fox runs the whole thing. So he
that's
can,
right.
yeah, he can easily.
Oh, that's right. It's my job. I'm sorry. It's been a while. Yes, I believe this should accomplish it, and I find the thing off the belt that I pulled off Adim's belt.
Grabs the individual vial and grabs a lantern from behind, walks around, grabs a lantern from behind the counter, and puts it up on a shelf, and then holds it up into the light. And you watch as the glint of the ring reflects off of the finger inside the vial. Ah, this will do indeed. Did it give you much trouble?
A couple close encounters here and there, but overall, great mission success.
You weren't made, were you?
Great success.
Made.
No, you
Actually,
common
Don't
slang for being when you are attempting a heist or assassination, and somebody recognizes you or catches you in the act.
No one knew.
Man.
No one saw a thing.
Get with the lingo.
And just slaps you on the cheek a little bit. That's why I like you, Isaac. You always seem to know how to vanish and not be seen.
Always a pleasure.
Thieves can't, but you can. Thank you, Nick.
Follow.
Got it.
You
I'm
can,
not proud of it,
come
but I
up
got
and
it.
grab that crate while you're at it. Grab the crate. Grabs one of the wine crates, and you walk through one of the what looks like a storage room. And he pulls the familiar level and rolls up, and then there's a set of spiral stairs that lead down, where there's a secondary bar where you can see a lot of your familiar compatriots. Just follow me into the back office. We'll get this squared away, and your payment situated.
Of course.
And kept in coin, of course, unless you've gone all mainstream ones.
Coin will do fine.
And I believe the payment on this was 120, or was it? Or do you recall what the payment on this was?
I recalled that it was 140.
Roll a persuasion check.
Nat 20.
Oh,
You know,
That's
the ink is a little positive. and
With inspiration, it's a 20. No.
And for how far this was outside of home.
Appreciate it.
And he pours, you can see he heats up this like goblet of wax and pulls out your contract. Adim's contract.
Yeah, I realized that.
Pours
I realized
out
that discrepancy after I made the name.
And seals it, rolls it back up, and then slots it into like those kind of like mail cubbies, you know, like in large mail rooms. Slots it back. Contract is marked as complete. Are you looking to pick up another one, or are you taking a little break for some time?
I believe I have some other obligations I should look into in the time being. I'll let you know should I need to.
Don't be a stranger.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
You were
$140
really
gold.
What's
useless.
the fox's name?
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Bad reaction. Guess I'll die. You
It's
have
only
reaction.
those
Guess
who,
I'm murdering someone.
Within the inner circle of the foxes.
Yeah, okay. good to know.
He's the
He
fox.
jokes saying that
That's his name.
strength
No, he's the
is
foe.
in it.
And Joe's
"Oh,
like,
it's
guess I'll
fine."
die. And Danielle's like, guess you'll
I
die.
don't know.
Right. You got your coin. Your contract has been marked as complete, and your friend Nadim has been somewhat made aware of the
Wait, let
situation.
me look at your
Confusingly, but at least someone knows a little. What
No,
time of
you're
day is
good.
it actually?
At this time of day,
Right here.
if memory has served me right, last session you guys have really actually woken up pretty early. Your meeting is for around
2 p.m.
2 o'clock, so you had the morning. You had really only
Oh,
gone
you're good now.
to the church district in order to investigate that for Morgan. So it is probably only around 10 in the morning at this point, maybe.
In that
a
case,
little
I would
earlier.
actually
What
like-
time would you all have started to become active and such? You were served breakfast at the manor before you had left, but
You're the
I guess
one
it
that
would
was
have been
getting us
at
out,
the,
so.
church
Yeah, what
district
time
for
were you
about an hour
leaving?
to 2 hours. So assuming if you had gotten there around 10, then that would put it. Would you have gotten? How early would you guys have started your machinations?
I'm an early bird, so I wait for them.
I would wanted to go to the temple at like 11.
Well,
Not too early. You gotta get. You need time to get.
Knowing that we have an appointment at 2.
Alright, so like 9 or 10.
If it is
so
10
we'll put
a.m.,
it
I would.
around. Well, if they're going around 9 or 10, we'll put it around right now. It's 11 or 12. Once everyone has completed their stuff, you're still in different locations at this current moment. I believe Mulian is by himself, and the other 4 of you are together, and then Isaac is off.
If it's 12, I think it would be safer for me to go back to the manor instead of the temple district, and I'll meet them at the manor.
Dimitri,
Yup.
did they ever take that flare gun back from you?
Yeah.
Oh, they did. Oh,
Yeah.
It didn't work anymore. I don't know why they wanted it, but
Well, they said it was an issue with the cartridge, not the gun.
Oh,
the
I see.
cartridge kind of.
okay, never mind.
Can I make one stop?
Yeah, absolutely.
The hospital.
It has been opened, and visiting hours are up and running, and they start at normally 10 a.m., so you're fine. At this time of the day, no treatments are being done, just time for rest. And before you enter the room, you can see her. She's sitting up. You see her occasionally coughing, but she's attempting to read a book.
Hi,
Not
Mom.
much else. How are you, Zach?
Stuff's it's going well. Finding work around the city, all right. I want to know how.
Thin. Have you been eating?
Yes,
You need to take care of yourself.
Mom. If I ate the way you wanted me to, I'd be 3 times the size.
And you'd be healthy and a handsome young man.
Only because I'm yours. I want to go up and hug my mom.
Puts down her book and takes off her reading glasses and sets them aside.
Are you doing all right? Are they treating you right?
Every book, everywhere. It's tough love.
I've got no complaints. It seems like they are doing all that they can. But it's a slow process, and unfortunately, clerical healers are few and far between.
Is there anything you'd like me to bring you? Anything else? Another book, maybe?
I have read this one a couple of times now, so would not be opposed.
Next time I visit, I'll bring you a book.
Thank you so much.
Any kind of book you would like to read? It's gonna be horror.
Surprise!
Both of you shut up.
I'd like to speak to the doctor or the nurse taking care of me.
You can see right now there is there is a nurse walking around because she's not in her own room. She's in one of those like very large, long kind of I think hospital wing kind of room. There's just beds and curtains hung up in between with large windows to try to allow in as much light as possible. You can think, like any sort of movie that you've seen with the like medical wings for either like Hogwarts or anything like that. Just large open room. You can see one of the nurses is walking around, checking in on people, changing out. Some people have left, so she's changing the sheets on some of them and such. Looks to be a human woman, dark brown hair, tied back in a bun.
How's she looking? How's my mother looking, Miss Jewel?
She seems to be doing as well as anybody can expect, given her condition.
What was her condition again?
What was it?
What was her condition again?
Right now, she has a degenerative disease where it affects the bone density,
Oh.
making it extremely painful to walk and stuff. But it's extremely hard to tackle, and the only known cures are either magical or extremely rare. So everything that they have are mainly mitigations, slowing things, and relieving pain. So, it's like she's mainly, for you, she's mainly been kind of at either a slow decline or very stagnant. Because it takes either somebody who is extremely, very powerful in the arcane, in order to try to cleanse her of this, or very rare ingredients and types of like certain herbs and stuff like that are extremely hard to find and very expensive if they are capable.
Please continue to keep a close eye on her. Go say bye to my mom. I'll remember to bring you that book next time.
Look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for stopping by.
How far away is the nearest bookstore?
Get her tusk glove.
You turn totally just like
Jumping over
flags
to
there.
Mulian.
Except
The man had
like, not very
briefly
well,
before
so
you, after you
Tusk
had
Love
killed,
would
was
not
like
be
started to pray in front of the altar.
even more risky.
Yes.
After being able to, still having a little bit of a limp to it, but now being able to put his weight back on the leg in and of itself. I proceeded to thank you and bless you, and then go in front of the altar and sit there and pray. And for a moment, you were merely just taken back, or in just admiration of your own work and what this has done for this man. Kind of like lost in the moment.
Did I ever catch his name?
You did not.
Is he still at the altar?
He is.
When he's done praying, and he's walking out, I guess I'll kind of intercept him and just ask him his name, and then give him mine as well. And I'll wait for him to be done.
As you're watching this man, and he sits there for a little time, another gentleman comes up to you, dressed in somewhat of like similar robes as to a lot of like religious kind of figures, but his are all like a light gray. They're just, they don't lend themselves. There's no patterns. There's no colors or anything to them. It's just simple light gray robes with like small accents of just darker bits, just to not make it look like just one whole piece. He comes to you. I've not seen you here before. What brings you to our home?
No, well, I just traveled here to make new friends and find new work.
Well, there's always work to be done. I've seen that you have helped one seeking a path forward. You've done good by him.
Well, thank you for taking notice. Do you work at this temple?
I wander between and help those when I can, and lend aid and guidance when
Do you study the arcane?
from time to time. It's a rather interesting creation of both man and God, in whichever form it takes. But I am more of an observer and try to lend my opinion and voice when I can.
Hopefully, there will be a day where I could use you. My name is Mulian, and he extends his hand.
It was a pleasure.
Adam?
Adam.
You spend a lot of time around this district?
I spend a lot of time everywhere. I am mainly a traveler. I do tend to frequent these sort of locations every once in a while. Seems like this is a place. This tends to be a place where those in need tend to go. And if those are in need, I try to aid where I can.
I'm in search for people who may need a hand up, and I may be trying to start something relatively soon in the city, but I'm still searching. If you're still around, perhaps I could find you and we could talk about things further.
I am always welcome to conversations, discussions. But
Thank
there
you.
will always be people in this city that need a hand. There will never be a lack thereof.
So I've noticed thus far.
But that can be found in most cities, man. And of all creatures. Yeah, it is not unique to humankind. But it is found everywhere there is seas.
Well, thank you for your work, and thank you for looking out for people as well. Hopefully, together we can do something great.
I'm sure we can. I'm sure you will.
Thanks, Adam.
He goes off and just starts walking. And you see the gentleman stands up.
Great.
And he starts to walk to leave the temple.
Inflict wounds, no.
Cleric comes over to like,
You forgot the paladin. Divine Smite.
as he begins to walk past me, Mulian kind of turns with him, puts his arm around his back, and says, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. I'm Mulian." And you are?
Granger.
Granger?
Granger.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Granger. Listen, I heard that you were a farmer.
Yes.
Right, you were telling me. You spend a lot of time at these temples?
No, normally I tend the fields and we have a small shrine out there, but
Okay.
given my state earlier today, I found I was not able to attend them as I could, so might as well go explore what I could not in the past.
Gotcha. And Mulian steps back a little bit as Granger continues to kind of walk as he was leaving the temple, and he says, "Okay, well, I won't hold you, but I may come looking for you one day. I think there's a lot of good that we can do with my specialty and your specialty together. Perhaps we could start something great in this city. What do you think?"
Absolutely. Look, I'm always out in the fields normally. You can find me there. Not though most people don't enter the farmlands, but
Why not?
it's common. Well, it's outside of the direct wall, so there's not much to it there. There's no shops, or not as many, and mainly peaceful folk living in much quieter. You recall as you were both flying over and as you were leaving that in that range where you're literally like you guys were on cart for a while outside of in between the walls. That's where the farmland is kept.
Right, okay.
So there's essentially one big outer wall that goes up, and then there's a massive amount of land in between,
Yeah.
and then there's another wall directly around the city itself.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So it's kind of like the farmers actually have their houses in this like in between spot.
Gotcha. Okay.
So where's all the buildings, shops, and everything? There's a couple of them out there. As you saw, like there was the guardhouse, there was another stable towards the outer wall and stuff like that. So there are things, but the cities within the city.
Well, I'll let you get back to it, and your leg looks great.
Thank you so much. And thank you again. Bless you.
Absolutely. Don't thank me anymore. Enjoy the rest of your day.
That's all.
Mulian begins to walk out, see where his friends kind of went, if he can spot them in the crowds.
Roll a perception check.
Yoinkers. Perception. Six.
6. Not sure right now. It's actually getting, given that it's close to noon, there's quite an influx of people as services are about to actually start again.
Okay. Gotcha.
Another round. But what are the 4 of you doing now? As you are headed back to the main manor house, you are looking for your friends, and the 4 of you are together.
I'm just tagging along with you people. I'm playing hooky today.
Same. So
Damn.
I was dragged to find a fountain, and we ended up back here.
Is there
We did find a fountain.
dosing or something for like the one I'm sitting in?
The Dosen?
People run.
I thought you said ghost.
Is there a ghost around?
Is there a ghost? I don't know. Roll
Oh, Arcana.
Driving around.
Okay, wait, while I'm sitting here, do I get any help?
generally, he only speaks at
We do just that.
Do I
Oh,
know you
Morgan.
came with us?
It is extremely
Like came
bright
to the
right now.
church
Can we get
area
out of this
with
temple?
us, but left.
Probably.
One of
Probably. I'm not with you.
Um,
I mean, I walked with you.
Does the
Yeah.
hole look like it's supposed to be there, or is it just a hole in a rug?
No, it's carved. It's not in a tapestry. It's carved into the wall.
It's a hole in the
Um,
rug.
I walk out
like
at
a
the
tapestry on a
Yeah,
wall.
temple we're in, and I try to find Mulian.
Okay, roll an, either a perception or investigation.
Is there anyone I can ask when the sun goes through the hole in the wall?
What?
Can I ask somebody when the sun goes through the hole in the wall?
Right now, there's sun going through the hole in the wall.
Does it hit anything important?
No, it's hitting a pillar.
Alright, I leave.
Hey, my friend wants to know if there's any secret entrances
Yes.
here. Anything?
On the solstice.
Roll an intelligence check.
Non-nat 20.
On that 20, you spot him leaving the Temple of the One.
Mulian!
Hello, I'm Green.
Okay, great.
Good.
Dan, set in the light
We're
of the
over
moon.
here, come.
I remembered that as I was asking my dumb question. Thank you.
But everyone's going this way. They're going toward the temples.
No,
Alright,
we're going
I
this
leave.
way.
But there's going to be a service.
We have a meeting. We gotta go this way.
And the depiction behind it, where the hole is of a full moon.
Yes.
Okay, walks off over to you.
Okay, great.
Wait,
I have a meeting?
does anybody
We
in this
have a
temple
meeting.
know
All
what
of us
face
have
the
a
moon
meeting.
is?
Well, who wants to talk to me? And he moseys on over to you.
I'm usually sleeping during the nighttime.
Do I
I'm usually too tired.
Do I-
I'm not asking you.
Oh,
I
well,
was
you
looking
just
at
say, hey,
the
you
sky
just
last
asked
night.
them.
What
You
face-
guys
are
rubber
gonna
band
say
face
this
moon
is
is
gonna
there?
whatever his
You got-
name is.
roll a survival check.
My letter of recommendation.
Yes.
Right.
I hope that thank God everything. You guys us talking together.
11.
It just sounded like probably
Waxing
just sounded
crescent.
like a wall.
Probably.
Okay.
Do you share
My
this
letter of
Yes,
recommendation.
your letter of
Do you
recommendation.
ask
We have to go
me?
get it.
Do you
Right.
know what phase the moon is going to be in tonight?
It was in Waxing Crescent
Do I
last
hear
night.
them yelling?
Thank you.
Are you
Let's
outside?
go.
Oh, now you're outside.
What
No, we're
the,
outside.
is it
Around
waxing?
Mulian.
That's
Waxing.
waxing?
Wax on.
Why would they need to wax the moon? That's silly. It is not
Make it
rusting.
shiny.
You made a
Oh,
shame. You get
Mulian,
more
I'm
solar
Mulian. Who are
reflection.
you?
Make
Oh,
it
so it-
brighter at night.
The human. Yeah, just like the human. Like that guy
We're
said.
traveling for 11 sessions together.
They come
He
back.
got it messed up like so many times last episode.
What did I do?
You confused
Names.
everybody's.
Yeah, that's fine. You try managing a city.
All right. I walk out and we have with them to get to the meeting.
I found Mulian.
What's it?
That is what the.
Hey guys, we have a meeting.
Yeah. Yes.
Where are we going for the meeting?
Where are we going?
The
for
Yizak's
this?
master.
Yes.
Like
Where-
this
where
adult
is
told
that,
me.
though?
Do
You
you
have
guys-
to
Two,
meet
that
back up.
too.
You have to meet back up at the manor,
Okay.
and then you'll leave.
We're going back to the manor.
Back to
I imagine I got back to the manor at like 1. I'd like to pay for another carriage service for another day.
I know you're brave.
Also, he told me to do it, so I'm pulling it out of the.
Sorry.
Um,
Company.
I thought you
Have you
Maybe
been keeping
one.
track of how much company money you have been spending?
No.
Yes, I spent a lot.
So much.
We will need an expenditure report at the end of every
Oh
month.
boy.
I expected that.
Where is this? What is this? $20,000 spent at
Thank you.
the lobster house?
There were very important clients that came to visit.
What is a
The
fiery
cold
nipple
lobster?
shot?
What?
Yeah, it's a lot better than the crab house. I'll tell you that.
They give you free breadsticks.
You ordered a lot of sides.
Yeah, what's a
Where
Tammy?
did you get cookies from?
The
Oh.
microwave.
They're in the microwave.
Okay.
Do
Give me
you
some
want
of
a
the-
coffee cake
give me
or
the coffee
regular?
Give me 2 of the coffee.
You had a night stay at the crustacean butt station? What is that?
I was gonna ask
No,
if
it's
they
bus
had the
station.
coffee
What,
ones.
what is it?
Station, bus station.
Like giant crabs
Yeah.
moving people
You
throughout the
can
city.
mark off
What
the
the
hell
hell
is
we
this?
gotta go? The A bus is
Class.
leaving.
Or full day or
The doors to accommodate crabs.
I have to bring them back at some point, so I'll go for another day.
Andres,
you could also do for like a certain amount of time.
Don't be
Larry,
eating
you
it.
were allowed.
too late.
There are crab
There's
people in
there's
Dragon
Mom,
very
Slayer.
little
you get a
chocolate
paper
in that.
towel?
Like, you can't eat
Yeah, it's like not enough.
Not enough to make it bad.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's fine. So how long are you looking to book this?
Thank you.
A one-way trip for a
Good.
carriage
Yeah,
for
have some
5
more.
for 6
Have it
people,
all.
for
Okay,
5
great.
or 6 people is 1 gold to get you from where you are there. That's a one-way trip.
I'm actually going to pay 3 gold because given all the locations they had to go to and they said they would want to go to, if they don't agree to whatever the master
You're
wants,
making this all crunch.
I would pay for them
It
to
was
be able to
coming
travel
already,
where
Joe.
they need to go.
Ha! I made a joke. I hate myself.
If you're wondering, I'm up to 27 gold coins.
Would it be fun?
3
Would it
gold, so you
be
get a couple, you get
hypothetically?
about, for 3 gold, you get 3 hours.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's a golden hour.
Hypothetically.
Would it be hypothetically cheaper to ride on the
Train?
to get to and from places, or would this be less convenient? Because it wouldn't take you to A
The
and
fan
B.
just dumped all the
You go
crumbs.
from
I know you
station to
guys still
station.
crumbs on your lips.
Yummy.
For this, where he's going, it would kind of be.
We're not traveling
Public consumption.
between districts, so it's not that long distance of a travel.
You are. You actually are going from the
Oh.
from the housing district over to the upper class district.
Yeah.
But a train that goes
Andres
to and
doesn't
from
like
that, no
chocolate
thank you.
'cause he's a bitch.
Train that goes to and from those places would probably cost a bit
Oh.
because it's going to the upper district.
Nice, please.
It is.
You want cookies?
No, thanks. I don't want a cookie, Mom.
You're a bitch, Mark. Says mom.
Only my mother would say that.
I'm nice, you're a bitch.
No, I mean D&D mom.
Yeah, it would be
Andres,
just
you're
about a
right.
gold to get
Yeah,
everybody.
your mom would call you.
To get everybody.
To get everybody there. So it would be slightly cheaper?
the same amount.
Oh,
Yes, exactly the same amount.
Man, why do people take trains?
Do we reach an hour?
Why do we have a train system?
Okay, great.
Well,
Alright, onward.
I mean the
Oh,
I'm
location.
not
did
with
it.
you, I don't know who the fuck you are.
Toot, 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 toot. It's only 45 minutes. The train travels us across the city. Toot, toot.
I actually did the math wrong because of where you guys are looking at that for the it's actually so it'd be 6 gold, not 3 gold.
What? I think
Damn it,
you would know that the
Damn it,
train
Zoot.
would
I have
travel
to look at the map.
faster. I'm also
got
not
a
with
map.
you.
I'm on
Want
the
the 30
map,
gold.
on the map, on the map.
If you want to
on
pay
the
to
map,
go on a
the
train,
map.
I want to pay for
Yay!
train tickets for all of us. It's fine. We
Sorry.
do that too.
I don't know where this badge came out. So curly.
Fine, then we'll take the bumpy
Uh,
car.
I mean, truthfully,
Anyway.
I don't really know where I'm going, so wherever you guys tell me to go, I basically end up.
Back to the manor.
Woo!
Yeah, woo!
Take the trains later.
Speed
Transition.
travel.
Put it in.
Wait, so are we going to the upper district now?
No, we're going to to the manor
You're
because
at
we
the
need.
manor.
We're
Where?
at the manor, but now we
Where's
need to
the
go.
meeting?
Fast travel.
What's the matter?
Where's the meeting?
I'm in the stable. You guys go back there.
Alright, we go check the stable.
Where the
and
fuck
find
is
you.
Isak?
Where's the meter?
I thought I was on a train. Wait a minute.
Oh!
The meeting's at the homestead closer to the center of the city. It's at 2. It takes about an hour. You guys good to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
We can go
Yeah.
now,
All right,
might
I
as
already
well.
requisitioned a card for us.
Cool.
Okay.
But I have this train ticket.
Where the hell
Save
did
that
you
for
get
another day.
one?
I don't have a train ticket.
Oh, okay.
He pickpocketed that guy.
I knew
I
it.
you
found
get-
it on the floor. It's a receipt. I can't read the language. I thought it was.
Did
a
you get it
train
with a
ticket.
fruit palm?
What?
Did you get it with a fruit palm?
No, I got this with
What is that?
with.
Oh, I meant
dollars.
Drew
I don't know.
Dragonspire.
To be fair, it would probably
It's
be safer to take a cart that is rented by your people than to take a train. We could get robbed or any number of other things, but
If you guys prefer train, we can go by train. I don't know what you guys prefer.
I thought it'd be cheaper.
It would
We
be,
have
but
a
it's
train
also.
system for a reason.
I mean, it's also the most direct way, so I figured it'd be nice. And
We already paid for it.
If you already paid for it, whatever, I don't care.
For no reason.
We'll take trains more often.
Hours in the morning.
We have a train system for a reason. Why?
We'll remember it
why
next
do you,
time.
Why do you use up your company resources ineffectually?
Alright, we're in
like
the
this?
carriage, we're going. We're in the carriage, we're going, we're yelling at
For
each
the
other.
money you use.
How many carriages do you get?
One.
Depends on how frivolous the spending becomes.
So let's stop using your company card for.
I mean, this will be fun. The shovels I might have to pay back for. We'll discuss that later.
What about the war bar? Of international waters.
The war bar was free. Actually, it actually belonged to two of us.
Where is the war bar right
The
now?
war bar, which I turned out
Who-
the
who's
entire
carrying it?
last.
You were.
I'm not.
Oh,
I was never carrying it.
It's mounted above the man.
I haven't actually. Never mind. This entire time I'm carrying the war bar of international
Where is the
waters
meeting
on me.
taking place again?
Walk through a doorway, you're just putting
No,
holes in
no.
the fucking
No,
wall.
not the
No,
matter.
not the matter. The
Accidentally
meeting.
pry something off its hinges.
Where's
You don't
the
get
meeting
blamed for
taking
anything.
place?
Where's the
War bar of
meeting? Where's
international waters.
God?
so
Where's the meeting taking
good.
place again?
It's only the
At
flag
his
is based
master's
under.
home.
Does his
In the
master's
upper
name?
district.
Where?
In the upper
They call
district.
him by the Mr.
Thank-
Whiter Potter.
Thank you.
Or Petit, depending on your accent. Or Mr. White.
Mr. Chef, you know.
But we are on our way to his homestead. It's about an hour away, I believe.
Alright, so. we're
At
gonna
full-
play some
at
road trip
full
games?
Sure.
Hmm? What are we doing?
I'll hitch Robin on. Nope. Like, actually, wait, this is rented, so I'll just ride Robin alongside. Because I gotta bring Robin back at some point.
This is the first card I don't have to follow.
Who's Robin?
His horse.
My horse.
Oh,
I have literally worked
beautiful
several
red mane.
years of my life to
He's a
upkeep
beautiful
the
red-
railway in this
No, he's a
town.
red horse with a
in
black
the
mane.
city.
very
And
nice.
we are not using it.
You're playing hooky from work today.
One day,
Oh,
okay?
no, it's my horse. Oh,
One
yeah,
day.
Lady Dubuda.
If there is a disaster on the
Oh.
railway that happens on the upper decks, whatever, I don't care.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Are you the only dwarf in this city?
No, there are other dwarves. There are plenty of other dwarves. There's an entire dwarf district.
You guys gonna get in the
Yeah.
cart or what?
Yeah,
I thought we were in the car.
already.
I thought we were
not
in the car.
most
You guys never
dwarves
said we
don't
get in the
walk
car.
on
I did. I
railway.
said we're in the car. We're going.
You're
That's why I
Right.
said we were playing road trip games.
Yeah!
What's up?
I'm a little
We're
bit
here.
of an exception.
Wait, who's driving?
He is. That's why he went here.
Probably your height.
Oh,
No, I'm
He's-
riding Robin. I
he's
paid a
not
guy.
More
His own.
approachable.
Probably my mechanical mind.
Yeah, he has his own.
The driver we paid
No.
is driving.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's fair.
I
So
paid
the
for Uber.
five
of
I paid for
us-
Uber
Yeah,
Spire
right.
again. Let's go.
Sick.
That's
okay. So
fair.
the 5 of us in the cart.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm spot.
Emilio
Oh,
is having
good.
our debate.
Another one.
What do you mean I'm the only fucking dwarf in the entire dwarven district, you idiot?
I spy with my little eyes something gray.
Is it the rock?
Is it the sky?
Is it my soul?
Got it.
Is it Adam?
Wow, good job.
Wait, why can he see your soul?
Yes.
I thought it was
He's
the
also
bear.
on the horse.
But if there's nothing
My
anybody else
hair
would
is
like
also
to
gray.
No.
do, we can arrive at the homestead.
Yes.
You guys are gonna look out the windows or anything?
Nope.
Hi.
Wait, I
Windows
thought
on
it
his
was
car?
a
Are there
wagon.
windows?
I thought it
Are
was an
there
open
windows?
wagon.
I did
Did you
what?
get a carriage or
What?
did you get a wagon?
It's just 2x4s with windows attached to them.
Wagon.
I thought it was
Go
a
wagon.
wagon.
Okay, so we're in a
Open
wagon.
top wagon.
Yeah, you are being.
Look out the window.
You guys are actually going to be
Oh.
led. Given this house, this homestead was actually closer to the front gate and actually near the market district. You guys are actually going to be traveling up through, up around the edge of kind of like going around the outer edge of the. So you go back through the Skyport area where you saw before. You briefly go through what is known as the financial district, where there are a number of the banking houses, accounting areas, and other major establishments.
If you look
like
to your
that.
left, you'll see the wall. If you look to your right, you'll see the financial district. If you look to your left, you'll see the wall again.
Then Then you pass through the Elvish district, where there are a number of specialty artisan shops. You can see a difference in the architecture here, where it lends itself to the more elven nature, a little bit more fluid and more in tune with the wilds and stuff like that. Lends itself to a more organic type of architecture and work. A lot of arches and domed roofs, and also a number of planted roofs where there's greenery growing on top of the buildings. From there, you can see almost a melding of the main architecture of the city with flares of the Elvish style, meaning a lot of the arches and stuff like that. As you enter, and you can see a clear distinction in the quality of the craftsmanship and the stature, whereas the houses are far more spaced out. A lot of these places actually are gated. You can see a number of private guards and guardsmen posted outside as you are now entered into the upper class district. Let's see. They're traveling through. You can see the culmination of using the beauty and the fine detail used in the Elven architecture has somewhat carried over and made its mark on this landscape while maintaining its roots of Dragonspire. Before not too long before you arrive at a large mansion estate, outer fenced area as you enter, you have a key to unlock the front gate. And once you turn the key, the gates open themselves. And you are able to take the carriage up into the main area. There's a stable around to the side where the horses can be fed. The five of you are let off. One of the servants comes out and takes, actually Alfred's comes out, takes Robin, brings him around to the side. Takes him around to the side and
How did he
Make
get
sure-
here before us? Wasn't he back at the Mendo?
No.
Alfred, no.
no, he left the night before. He did not stay.
Oh, I see.
He was accompanying Izak yesterday in the carriage that they had. And when you
To
arrived,
he teleported.
Maybe he took the fucking train.
Yeah, right. It did take us an hour to get here.
You eating my falafel?
the horse's name is Robin.
No, that's
I
my
know.
lunch tomorrow.
I know. I was asking him.
It's my middle name.
Where's your philosophy?
You
If
just took
you-
it.
If you would be so inclined, you can follow me right this way as he leads you into the main chamber. Would anybody need any sort of sustenance, any food, drink, tea, coffee?
That sounds good.
Money would be nice.
Water. Water.
Do you have any
Coffee for me if I can.
Do you have any drink?
I don't
Yes,
want
I'll
it.
take whatever's on the house. I
You
don't
told me to
care.
get it for you.
No, I
Would you
never
like
told
any
you to
tea,
get it for me.
coffee,
She can
or-
give you my
Do you have any
I didn't say
alcohol?
that.
Yes.
We'll find
Some
out.
rye whiskey.
I
and
never
smoke.
said that.
Now I have a mic to figure out what you did say.
I actually, why are you taking it out?
It's enough lean for you for one day.
That's what she said.
Comes over with a tray and provides some hot coffee for you, water for you,
Money for William.
pulls a bottle of whiskey out of an ice bucket, pours it into a glass, and then drops 3 drops of water into it.
Mixed drink.
Did you just drop?
You know how
Put
that-
water? Put drops of water in it?
Yeah, so do you want him to explain it?
I'm
Are
unfamiliar.
you not familiar with this practice?
Putting drops of water in alcohol? No.
Ah, yes. So most of the time, for many people, they have room kept whiskey or alcohol, and they cool it down using ice. Now, while having the benefit of cooling the beverage, the water has a interaction with the whiskey itself, helping to enhance the flavor. Now that we have access to cooling and ice here, we keep our liquor refrigerated and without messing with the ratio. We just do a couple of drops in order to enhance the flavor without creating a different mixture and imbalance between the two. Because if you do ice, eventually it will melt, and then you will have a different ratio of water to alcohol.
Well, is it to your liking?
It is a very expensive whiskey.
Knows his way around some alcohol. I respect that.
It's also
Nice
2 p.m.
Sir,
He's a
I
dwarf,
don't
so he
swear,
gets
I
a
don't
pass.
It's 5 p.m. in Orenthia.
Leave the bottle for dinner.
My pacifier had whiskey in it.
Yeah, it would be around 5 p.m. It would be about 3 hours. It's like right now you're just going across, so it's like New York to California right now. So yeah, it'd be about 3 hours later.
It's 5 p.m. in the Dwarven district.
It's
Hey.
always 5 p.m. in the Dwarven district.
Wow, this is really a big city.
They have one drink in the Dwarven
Time's
district,
up.
and it's whiskey.
Either that or the planet is extremely small. It's just like literally the size of the town. So.
Son's like, eh.
Would you be needing anything else? Any sort of any other refreshments or anything would anybody require?
no, thank you.
He did have an extra cup, so pours the boiling water and has some tea prepared for you as well.
The Lumphammer did
You know
not
what?
have
Tea,
Alcohol?
whiskey.
the Lumphammer did not have refrigeration. So I appreciate you explaining. Thank you.
There's no problem.
Do you know when Master Patir will see us?
He should be done shortly. He was finishing up some business on his own. But he should be down in just a moment. I shall bring out some food for you just now.
Perhaps some grapes? Do we have any left over?
What was it you asked?
Do we have any grapes?
Yeah, so he comes back with like assorted meats, cheeses, and herbs and such.
Charcuterie board?
Charcuterie board, yeah, essentially.
I juggle the grapes.
Does he mess with one than the grapes?
So you were given a moment to the 6 of you in the waiting chamber while they await for Mr. White to finish his job upstairs. If there's anybody here would like to do
Sit in a chair. I quietly fart in a chair.
Your daddy sure does have deep pockets.
Your daddy.
He's not my father.
Metaphorically, he's your dad.
You didn't say father, you just said daddy.
Thank you, Dimitri.
Would you guys?
Nothing gets past you.
Perhaps you guys would like to be shown around the
Please,
manor in the
thank you.
meantime?
Ice?
No, it's
Do
okay.
I get to bring my drink?
Sure.
Am I smoking here?
What?
Am I smoking here?
I'm afraid not.
16.
As I think to myself, you're the
Thank
first
you.
person that's ever even asked.
So at least I was
You go to like start smoking. I'm just like can't trip off.
How long have
Can't
you
trip
worked
on.
Control flames.
for him? How long have you worked for him?
About a couple of years now.
How long is a couple of years?
I don't know what a couple of years is.
What exactly do you do for him?
A couple of years could be anywhere from
Well, I act as his ward. Other things that he might need. Occasionally, tasks that he needs to go to.
Come on,
occasionally
let's get
send him to
into
his stead.
specifics a little bit.
Sounds like
you
yours
do his
bit.
dirty work.
Dirty work isn't exactly the word I would use, but I suppose in a way, yes.
He needs people to get shit done for him, and you do that, right?
Essentially, I don't know why you called it dirty though.
Well, I'm sure you've done grease a few palms, occasionally paid the guard or two, talked with some ne'er-do-wells.
You've never had to pay a guard. You
Um,
definitely talk to some weird people sometimes, but you've never had to pay a guard. That is
Izak's
I've
appearance.
never done so much as bribe people.
Izak's appearance. Does he look upper class, middle class, lower class?
Describe your wear.
Yeah.
Doesn't he just look like that?
He does look.
Yeah, pretty much.
He is
A DM bases look on me.
He is pretty decently dressed. He is by no means lower class, probably upper middle. Roll a perception check.
I perceive non-nat 20, so dirty 20.
There's one difference between Izak and Adi.
Okay.
And that actually, I will whisper this in his ear.
We got a whisper!
Our first
Whisper,
one!
This whisper brought to you by.
We
Welcome
don't
to
know
Zubat.
what it is, but it's a whisper moment!
No, isn't this the moment we go, welcome to Zubat's Tavern?
Yeah! You get to video. Cut to Zubat's Tavern.
This is why we need a
Right
second.
after
This is
that.
why we need a
Next
second.
to me.
This is why we need a second camera.
Now you're screaming out loud.
Sorry.
You deserve nothing but the worst in life. No, I'm kidding.
I've derived your entire personality.
I know everything.
You're done.
I have to log into your account.
Roll initiative.
I'm adjusting the stats as we speak.
I'm sorry, real quick. I saw a meme that was like two people arguing, but the one person was completely silent, the other person was arguing. It's like divination wizards after they've completely known my entire conversation. I'm just arguing myself at this point. Just one guy like screaming, the other guy's just walking away. He's like figured out his entire conversation already.
Alfred comes back down. The master will see you now.
Thank you.
You can follow me right this way.
Who's taking point?
We need to take points. We're going downstairs.
Going upstairs.
We're going
I guess
upstairs.
I don't know how narrow.
Why
this
is everybody going down? What?
You're the only one going downstairs, so
You shouldn't have let me bring my drink.
You are led upstairs,
Clink, clink, clink.
over to the right. You pass a
why'd you take the
large
bottle and
set
not the
of
glass?
double doors,
Yeah, I took the glass
and
and
then you
not
enter
from a
a
barbarian.
single
That's not
door
glass, that's
a
wood.
little bit off, further to the side. Here you enter what appears to be a study.
Painted glass.
There is a large fireplace, one that is big enough that like a person standing next to it, the mantle is at their head. So like this is like a like probably 6 foot by 6 foot fireplace. The whole of the fireplace.
Briefly looking around the room, do I see any like sculptures, like busts, sculptures in the room?
The dragons.
No, just in
Roll perception check. Is anybody else doing anything?
16.
I would actually like to step forward and I bow as I normally would. I say, Master, it's good to see you again.
What does he look like?
16. So as you look quickly throughout, there's a number of bookshelves. What appear to be for a number of the ones, because currently the gentleman is sitting behind a large, like mahogany or dark wood desk. Sitting by this desk, and you can see that the books behind him are not like written books, but more of like ledger books and stuff like that. For a large assortment of those, whereas a number of the other shelves have statues and idols, and some ones have jewelry, and there's hung maps and portraits and paintings adorning the walls. There are a number of different busts and figurines. There is one. There's a number of them. As you look throughout, there's like small statues depicting a lion. There's some depicting different types of like an eagle perched on, or an owl. There's one of like just this bust of a dragon's head with the neck coming up, but it's gilded in bronze. The entire thing, about yay big. And this one is of and there's actually like, as you look around the room, there's 5 of them, and they all are depicting a different chromatic dragon, but all cast in bronze. None of them are casting gold. Most of the other stuff is either in gold or silver, except for those 5. Those 5 are cast in bronze. Behind the table, you see a man with a thick, short-kept, but well-groomed black beard and mustache, goatee. His hair is medium length, not long. It's not long. It cannot be tied back, but it is combed back with a like a medium streak of like gray running through it. Currently wearing a like a burgundy leather, not burgundy leather, like a burgundy like wool coat over top with a dark undershirt and like a black undershirt with a brown leather vest on. No tie. He's got bright blue eyes that you can see off on, as you are all looking throughout the room, there is actually what appears to be like a bird tree in the thing, but sitting on top of that is a all jet black pseudo dragon that is currently like perched and like cleaning under one of its own wings.
If I may come in for the introductions.
What?
If I may come in for the introductions.
Please do. Sorry for the moment. I was dealing with some personal business. Sorry
We're
to
just standing here for.
Masters are here. This is Morgan, Dove,
Really?
Mulian, Dimitri, and Soot. They're the ones that collected the chest, all of you. This is Master Patir. I stand off to the side kind of next to him.
Did you say Zahir? I thought you said Zahir the first time.
I heard
So
Zahir.
I said Patir.
It's Batir.
I heard Zahir.
Hello,
I said
Zahir
Patir.
again.
It's Nadine.
No. It is a pleasure to meet you all. How may I be of service? I was briefly informed of a little bit of the information, but I prefer to hear it. You get the brief.
Why are you all laughing?
Oh God!
But I was briefly informed of
Those
the
crows are very laughing.
I was briefly informed of some of the actions that had transpired, but I'd rather hear them from first-person perspective rather than others. Is there anything, any questions you have, or anything?
What's in the box?
Oh, please.
Oh,
I'm sorry for her being so brash, but we did go a long way and lose one of our party members, so we would like to know what did he end up dying for.
in fact, it's somebody that is apparently very close to your dog here.
You called him a dog because he's not worth anything.
That
He said you have deep pockets.
okay? Listen,
Well, we don't need to just.
Do you take offense that I have someone who works for me?
I didn't mean anything by it.
No harm done. It is your friend. I am sorry to hear that your friend passed away.
Thank you.
Well,
Just clarifying.
Thanks. I'm trying to be subtle and like a little low. No.
Didn't have to pass Zone of Truth to get this guy's real
Yeah.
feelings out.
I'm sorry to hear that happened.
Yeah, I love
Unfortunately,
dogs.
you were not
Yeah, I
the
can tell.
originally intended people to be taking on this job.
That's why I'm fucking this guy.
Without my
I
knowledge
don't know
or
what you dwarves
purview,
do when you're on
that a new group was hired in order to complete the task on such short notice. But I was very pleased to hear that it was completed nonetheless. You were recovering an artifact, and I do not wish to share it with you, given that I do not know any of you, nor your standing, nor who you serve. You may serve only yourselves, and that is 100% fine. But as those who do live in this city know, there are many who will seek to undo others by whatever means necessary.
So, one of our people died for an artifact.
Yes, they were recovering.
What? We don't seek exactly what it is, but what does it do for you?
For me, it is mainly a point of research. Its nature is yet to be determined. Other people are also in search of similar artifacts and similar items throughout both both Dragonspire and the and the other countries and outer cities alike. Unfortunately, given the nature of events in recent time, everywhere outside of the walls is rather much a danger.
What are you currently researching?
A number of things. I'm sure if any of you have ever been to gone on the train system, I help fund the research into that. And we have a number of projects there. We search ancient cities. I am a bit of a historian and such. Sky gazer. I many hobbies, and you can see. And as you look around, you can actually see one of the double doors off as you guys are sitting facing in. Double doors to the left lead to the same room that you guys had passed, and there's a massive library, like Beauty and the Beast fucking display. Like ladder goes up on a rail, and there's 2 levels to it. It's just an insane
Oh.
library.
For the
With a, you can't see much to the library now, but you just see the length of it.
the group that we went in after to collect your artifact, they unfortunately perished. Did you commission them prior to us being commissioned? I know you didn't directly commission us, but
to my understanding, they never arrived.
That's what I was
They
told as
were
well.
the group that I had that we had procured were supposed to meet in another city and depart directly from there, and then stop at Lancaster, and then come directly to Dragonspire. I was informed by a notice through the captain that they had neglected to show up in the first city.
no, so they just never showed.
They never showed. This was originally a shipment that had actually gone missing quite some time ago, and only through recent endeavors we were able to track its location. Unfortunately, this item had been shipped out shortly after the grand release of the and we had not yet known the brevity of what had been released into the world and what machinations had been unleashed within. So for this, we were what was originally just a armored cargo shipment never arrived, and it took quite a bit of time in order for us to actually track down where our shipment had landed or been left.
So you are researching something with
Our original
Wait.
shipment was sent out shortly after the release of the when these gateways were opened. Shortly after, the brevity of what was released was not yet known to everyone, and the shipment had been deemed lost and missing. Only through recent acts of divination and tracking down other specialty crafters were able to devise something to discern its location. At which point, a party was hired in order to retrieve it. Given that its location had not moved on a number of accounts, we had deemed that it had been either abandoned or whatnot.
Were they
Undetermined.
hired directly through you, or was that done through the captain? Did the captain
Um,
find people and
me and Isaac had gone through a number of different applications and had deemed this party had suitable skill sets depending on what had happened.
So, but I want to cut to the chase. Your end goal with this artifact, is it to help yourself or is it to help the railway?
Oh,
or...
I do not know what it does.
So you
Just
don't.
wanna leave it
So,
at the door.
but you're hoping that it will in some way help the city.
I'm hoping that it lends new information. I do other work for the city. I have many facets. This does not. If it does have a attribute that can be lent into that facet, I have no opposition as to why it should not. But its nature is not yet determined, so I do not know whether it will be something for the benefit or something to be locked away. Or if it has an
But you
entire,
think that
own
you can
nature.
discern that.
I hope to. I do not think myself. I do. I consider myself somewhat of a humble man. I may attempt many things, but I do not guarantee where I do not believe they can be.
I mean, we already recovered one artifact. I mean, you didn't seem too happy to go back to work. What do you?
Well,
Oh, you have not. Where do you?
sorry. I work for DRG, the Dragon Spider Railway Guild.
Ah, what department?
Sorry?
What department?
Oh, maintenance M division.
Oh, okay. I've not been there. I
Cur-
tend to fund the R&D and try to
I
help.
know.
I want to see if they can put some of the rail system into loading possible cargo. I had an idea ran by a young
Pippin?
halfling. Yes, that gentleman. I had recently spoken to him. I was telling him I had an idea one night of actually having a direct line for like cargo vessels that could have a train line and attached to the bottom of an airship, and then they just load off for easy transportation.
That makes sense, but air transportation is very expensive.
Yes, it's a lot of infrastructure would need to be changed in order to do it. Many of these cost
Well,
much money.
I'm sure C division would be able to handle it, but so yes, I intend to eventually go back to work. I'm currently on leave, but I'm willing to lend my services of what I've learned in that field. If you need any sort of mechanical,
There's no harm in seeking more work elsewhere, especially if it relates in the betterment of you and increased practice of your skill sets and honing them further. But
let me be frank
self-improvement
though.
is always best.
Let me be frank though. I'm a little in over my head at the guild. Only because I feel like they don't see much in me as far as me being a dwarf. I feel like they're waiting for me to just teach the next person and then they can throw me away. But, I mean, that's all companies, isn't it?
They tend to indeed see people more as a product of themselves than as a resource, than as a something to be drawn further. But
Not your friend here, though.
some people, unfortunately, though, are. Because you've seen there are those who want nothing more in life than to just do a simple task and go home. There's those without any drive or whatsoever. And they are fine living in their own life that they lead. But there are others who do not.
Sut, if given the chance, would you actually would you say want to leave the mundane areas where you work now and try to do genuine good for this city? Is that something you would consider doing?
Listen, if you had met me a few weeks ago, I would have said I already was doing genuine good for the city. It might be not be as flashy as what you all apparently are very, good at doing, but sometimes the toiling is what makes the city. It's not won by big men.
So it sounds like you'd be very disillusioned with where you work now.
There's plenty of small jobs throughout the city that without it, the city would crumble with them. Something
I
as
need to
simple
make
as
coin,
maintaining
but
the sewers.
yes,
Fantastic job.
How rank would this place truly be?
exactly.
I've done a couple of those conditions myself.
I mean, I have a reputation at the company that if I was to just stop immediately, listen, I don't even know. I haven't even talked to them as I gotten back yet. So if I go to them and they're like, "Fuck you, you affiliate with a political anarchist," then what am I to do? Okay.
Probably
They
come back
will-
here and beg for a job.
Well, they would probably hang me, but
They would hang you for that.
for being associated with basically a terrorist.
You said political anarchist.
So the crown, they are one and the same.
Potato, potato.
Sorry, does this have any purview with what you would come
Sorry.
to see me for?
Sorry.
Can I have that letter
On with
signed?
your business.
If you would be so inclined, I do not know your work firsthand, and I would rather, if it is within your purview, to actually possibly do other tasks in the future. That way I can see your true character.
Yeah, that would be great actually.
I do still have it within my.
Sure, absolutely. You might need to hire a new party though. I like to heal, and not really the muscle. If you haven't noticed, 6 foot tall, green, like no meat on me. So actually, such usually the muscle. And Yizak. Oh, you weren't Yizak. I was Nadim. Nadim.
Adim.
Yeah, he was good while he was there.
I am barely the missile.
I'm sorry again about your friend's loss, and you should know that you should, though it is a tragedy, you should not
Where were
share
you again?
with most of the public. His massive noise. Unfortunately, changelings are a frowned upon species within the city limits. So, if you find yourself or admit to officials that you have been fraternizing with them and that they had dwelled within the city in such recent time, you would find yourself under heavy question.
Understood.
Is there anything you wished, any questions other had, or if you would wish to give an account of what happened or anything of the sort?
What's your next artifact you're going for?
I've got a couple of different facets in hand, and I do have some work that needs to be done within the city walls themselves.
Can we see what it looks like?
We're still unlocked. We're still opening the inner chest.
So,
Do you need people to go and do things?
I'm always a work, and have they?
You could have like a pack of dogs.
I have my own goals,
Exactly.
but
Thank you, Molly.
coin
I-
never hurts.
Have they? You have spent the last 2 days with them. Do they seem able? They were able to complete the main task with.
From my time with them, they have seemed able. However, I have not actually fought alongside them or see how well they're on their job. Although they were able to complete that one job, so I believe it might be worth, I'd say, giving them a chance if they're willing to take another job for us.
I fought along somebody that looked like you.
So did I.
He was an
Right.
asshole, though.
I thought he was okay. But when he died, he was better.
We're all assholes.
Wow!
Wow, Mulian, what the fuck was that?
I mean, he just said
But he
really
First he forgets
shitty
the
things.
muscle.
I was
Still
joking.
The captain still
I was
you off
joking,
the ship, and he's an asshole.
Yeah, me too.
You don't have to
William
literally
doesn't have
repeat
the best-
everything
it's
that I
okay.
say.
William
Like
doesn't have
most
the
of the
best
things.
memory.
Well, I'm just saying that like most of the things I say are a joke.
Who watches the pseudo dragon flies and
Most of the
lands on
things
the
such
desk.
as is complete crap. Got it.
Ace.
His fucking ace.
Ace is the place.
No,
Are you hiring?
the dog.
Yes, I'm always looking for skilled workers.
Hello.
We do have certain agreements depending on the job, but look, is there certain tasks in which that you find yourselves quite capable of, or jobs that but you also need to report back to your main, or you
Enforcement,
promise yourselves to outside contract.
deciphering things.
There's also the jobs underneath the city and the undercity if you'd like to go there.
I'd say I'm more
We were
muscle
readers of
and
it.
maybe deciphering. Deciphered a bunch
Yeah,
of
occasionally
codes.
we just have simple errand running and stuff like that, if that is your purview. But given the nature of the last job, I do not wish to jump to assumptions. But if you are more of a hands-on
I'm good
type,
with the sword.
If I may make a recommendation, it seems like you all are good at finding things unless you let a dean do all the work, in which case...
But he didn't do any of the work.
Okay. Tacked us right there for no reason.
I have nothing to know about what a dean did the work. Sounds like you outed yourself there. If you feel guilty as if you did nothing.
What?
You have to decipher a bunch of notes.
Oh, really? So it sounds like you can
Are
decipher
able
as
to
well.
specify
I
what
have to.
research
Well, you said you were good at
for
deciphering, so I made that assumption.
was it for
Yeah.
train specifically, or-
no, this is present. I do fund. I am one of the benefactors of the R&D division of the train, and I also other divisions in helping to look for help with the formation of new sky ships as well as new aquatic vessels and such like that. And art, and as well as arcane items.
Aquatic?
Given the rapid
Aquatic
acceleration
vessels.
of our friends over in Aranthia and what good work Theron does over there. Though he is not very forthcoming on sharing, but given the current situations over there, I do not blame him one bit. But
You said aquatic.
comparative here to Aranthia, though we excel in transportation arcane, we are far lacking in terms of the more hands-on items. Large scale, we excel.
You mentioned aquatic before.
Yes, we are a
Have
major
you
port city.
Do you know if there's anything out in the ocean?
There's quite a lot of things out in the ocean.
Anything dangerous and big
Extremely, very
and terrifying?
many large, terrifying things, whether they be sharks, orca whales, giant squids.
How about giant squids
Squid
with
whales.
hands?
Yeah, that could speak Gith.
I'm the ocean is a very
Starfish
mysterious place.
urchins.
Insight check.
Somewhat like another word. Roll an insight check.
I don't think starfish can speak Gith. They might be able to, but I haven't
Squid
tried
crabs.
speaking to them well.
Squid crabs suck.
No.
Squidward Tenspall.
This is a
I
very,
rolled a
this is a very
6.
odd conversation.
It's a
to
very
have with
convers-
someone
this
you're
is
just
very
watching
conversation.
with.
6.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5, so it's a 6.
What about creatures in the ocean with, this is gonna sound random, but purple eyes?
Not so many that I can think of offhand with purple eyes. It seems like a very unique attribute to have from almost any creature. Not normally one within the dwelling of most ibises, as far as my knowledge is. But I do not find myself very much of the biologist nature, unfortunately.
Do you know someone that we can go ask about, like, the biology of the sea
I can-
creatures?
I can reach out. I do have a number of friends over at the university, so possibly they have
Magic University.
Yes, there's an arcane university as well as a more traditional education. So I can speak. I'll reach out to some of my associates there and see if we have if there's a.
Do you know of anyone from the Arcane University?
Yes, I'm.
Yes, that's why Keith's gonna
I know.
ask them.
I'm clarifying.
Yes, I'm.
Thank you.
My line of work and a lot of the things I do, I tend to, especially given my affinity for knowledge, I occasionally take a class there to help increase my my own personal knowledge and information. And I've made quite a number of friends and the professors there.
Do you know if there were any accidents in the last 5 years or so there?
Of what nature?
Tragic?
Nothing of the sort calls to mind, unfortunately. No need for any reconstruction or anything like that.
Is there some-
Are you currently in the search for jobs?
Coin never hurts. I need answers.
Are
Yeah.
you looking yourself as more independent
Yeah.
contractors? Are you looking for long-term deals or stable work?
Unfortunately, I am currently spoken for, but tomorrow it may be different.
What's of you three?
You spoke of you being involved with the railway.
Yes.
So maybe perhaps some long-term work as like the medical help in case any of your employees get hurt. I could do something there. But I'm also interested in contract work for when you hire parties. I could go on
I
trips
could,
with
if
them.
you, given what happened to your friend, if you wish, I can reach out to some of my associates at the railway and see if they are in need of a medic for a more stable position. But I can reach out to them, unless you prefer a more contract and not as a fixed system.
Well, like what, as far as pay goes, I imagine the contracts would probably be a higher one-time payment than a typical salary or wage.
Correct.
So in between the contracts, I'd like to lend my hand, healing and
Bless you.
helping out around the railway if that's possible. Do we have company shirts? Do we
Bless
have
you.
company shirts? You don't have company shirts.
car?
Do we,
Do you get the company car?
No,
No,
Do we
just
get-
trained.
do we get?
it's not
do we
even
get
a company
money?
train. The company train is for the higher ups.
Shoo. It's like all fucked up. Like,
Yes, I made the fucking company for that I work for DRG. Okay.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
we
yeah,
heard.
yeah.
We heard.
I can.
That's awesome.
It worked out too well,
Yeah,
Dragonspire
so-
Railway Guild.
I was laughing. I was like,
I'd like to go on contracts, in between contracts, I'd like to lend a hand. You
I'll
know,
reach out to them and see.
help people get a leg up.
I'll reach out to them and see what they
For
can do.
rail and
would you guys like a
for
contract?
rail and cart.
Break it?
I have.
For rail and cart.
Wow.
For rail and cart.
It's just really like
Delvin
boring.
Just
Morgan.
hit my train.
Um,
For rail and
Yeah,
cart.
I can.
Are you an established group, or is this?
No.
Yes.
That's
oh,
my best friend.
I mean, we can be.
We should be.
we tried.
We did.
I'm gonna be
What's
honest.
her
I
name?
kind of feel safer with
Sorry?
everyone here
Contact?
than by myself.
It's Potter.
Some.
Don't we
What's
still
up,
have? Don't we still have the contract that they signed from the airship? Was there a name of the group on that?
No, I was. They were each signed an individual contract for
There was no name.
that. No party.
We need to name ourselves.
No party.
We're not.
We can be
We
Wolfpack.
can't do this now. We can't.
We could be Mulian and friends.
Like 3 whole sessions.
Nylon.
We could be friends of Nylum.
Oh.
I was kind of secretly hoping that the first quest we would go on is we have to find this little squid thing in a couple towns over.
We just got here. Swear to
Um,
God, it took
What
us
is
like
this nine
years to
that
get
you
here.
speak of?
He
Yeah, who
was
was
our
that?
best friend.
We met a.
You
Really?
had him for less than
It
a
was
day
a
and
very
you
strange
forgot
alien
about him.
type.
So did you.
He wasn't for me.
Yeah.
So did
He
you. So
wasn't,
did
much of a, he
you.
wasn't much of a talker.
What's
Talks
up?
a lot to me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Those are very hard to find. Anything.
I'm
It
still
was
mentally
trapped in a
scarred.
glass vial.
We know
Roll
where he
a 10,
is.
do I know?
What a
Roll it, yeah.
No.
It's a
Very rare indeed.
Are they banned?
Who's
in
banned?
Dragonspire?
Who's banned?
I do not believe they know that they're intelligent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could have. Sounds like they would have been able to fly into the
It
radar.
spoke to me, but only spoke to me in Undercommon.
You know Undercommon?
Yeah.
This is a very useful language.
Listen, it was very cute, but let's not beat around the bush, okay? It was an
We
abomination.
may have forgotten
It's
Oh.
not an
In
Oh my
abomination.
God.
God,
was.
son.
He was
He
just
was.
an aberration.
Exactly.
it. I hate you.
He was the most
I
precious
hate
thing
you so
ever.
much.
Yes, it was very cute, but he had a very different mind than us, okay?
Because he was learning about
listen, I
the
mean-
world.
They're great.
He's like me. He
I
wants
never
to
had
know
to
the
try to
Wait,
world.
figure out
plenty
what
of
he was
them, sure.
They're
feeling.
considered
We-
extremely intelligent to those who know of them.
We had
Yeah,
plenty
he
of them
was
around
smart.
the Citadel. They were great.
I don't know what to call it.
Always a pleasure.
What, floof?
Yeah, the
Nylon.
Cloflumes.
Nylon?
I don't know if it was a he and it a day. What it was.
What?
What are you all talking
What?
about?
What did
I-
he just say?
I don't know. What?
What did you just say?
I don't know if Nylon was a he, a she, an it,
Oh.
a they.
Oh,
That was more
okay.
clear than what he
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you
yeah, I just heard gibberish.
Anemones.
Sorry.
I mean, you ain't country enough to know what he's talking about.
We accidentally left him in.
Rheinrock. Rheinreich.
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 Reinrock.
You left behind your best friend in Rheinreich?
He was not our best friend.
No,
He was
She
a-
said she
She's
said that
dramatic. Don't listen to her
She's
right now.
being
It
very
was a
dramatic.
floating octopus. No,
Darling, it's been a traumatic
think
couple
floating
days.
jellyfish
Calm
that's
down.
very, very smart, and it would light up the penguin
That's your mother.
how did you forget a floating jellyfish?
Because
It was
he
hiding
would,
in a chimney 'cause-
you-
Because
exactly.
while we got attacked
Adim
and Izak was
died.
Adim dying, we were a little busy trying to get Adim out of there to remember that Floop went up the chimney.
Nylon.
Yeah.
No.
Remember Adim, your best friend Adim? Yeah, he was dying outside.
He was
Yeah,
dead.
I remember my best friend Adim. Apparently she doesn't remember her best friend Nyla.
Oh my God! Why are we all attacking each other?
I remember my best
Ah!
friend.
She's traumatized and she's
Sorry,
being
none of
dramatic.
this. Again,
Right.
any of this
Off track.
pertain why you are here today.
Why are we here today?
I
We
wanted
want to
employment
know
and a
what
letter of
was in the
recommendation.
chest.
He
You're
told me
not
no
gonna
and gave
tell
me a
us, and you're
job.
not even
You
telling
wanted
me
to know what was in the
research
chest?
pertained to why you're getting the chest with the artifact. So,
Listen, big man on campus just wanted a shiny new toy. Okay, that is it.
At this point,
that's as
I'm
far
just
as it goes.
hoping
Okay.
for a job,
I just want to talk to the biologist.
preferably by
One job,
contract,
two job.
so
I'll
independent.
also
but
potentially take
Oh,
a
job
from
and
that one.
contract.
I'll
Good
take a
job
job
and
too, but I
contract.
want to talk to the
Can I get a company
biologist
shirt?
first.
you want to answer
Sure.
it, Andres? You want
Discuss.
to answer a telemarketer and freak them out?
Absolutely.
Are there
Go for
types of jobs that
Not right now.
you believe that you're
Not no
capable of,
DD,
and
otherwise
do
I
you
would.
wish to be grouped together?
Group?
I'm fine with being grouped.
Would
Sure.
you rather I
trust
rather
these
not?
people.
Group.
If this was a one-time deal, I can easily, depending on your skill sets, maybe find jobs for you with other groups of individuals. But if you prefer to maintain a unit,
Oh, especially if
Everything
it's
you know.
I think
especially if contract work. I think we should all be together. I think we had good synergy.
Only one person died under our watch.
Yeah, and
So
one
far.
leg lost.
Sorry,
so which one of you lost the leg?
he did.
I have immense pain on my right leg from the knee down.
Oh,
There's
You
thanks.
have
nothing
no
from the
leg.
knee
From,
down.
you know, you have no leg from the.
It's okay.
Thanks.
We,
You're
we
welcome.
we didn't get my leg back, but we got revenge and your chest. In fact, what got my leg was the thing that had your chest. It took something from both of us.
And you got them both back.
Yes, and then you took what made most of me. Yeah.
So contract work.
Yes,
That's like
a
Yeah.
biologist.
Group.
Yeah. Contract work group, and you got. Hey guys, what about the railroad?
What
Railroad.
about the?
What about the
What
what
Do you
about
have
the
type of-
railroad?
Again, do you have types
Stuff
of
in
jobs that you
between.
prefer, or are you open to pretty much
To your
anything?
contracts.
Most
There's not always
of
gonna be a
anything.
contract.
Most of what I've been doing was
What are you
Is
gonna
there
do?
anything you
Drink
have
Drink yourself
off
to death in a
limits, anything
tavern?
You guys do not wish to partake.
I wouldn't say off limits, but I'm not the best at sneaking around. I'll say that.
If it involves putting down the racial minority, I'm out.
I'm just weak. I need armor.
That's why we travel as a group and we have muscle. Right, Mulian?
Yeah,
We
Mullion,
have
right?
muscle.
Actually, I already told him I
We
have very
have
little
muscle.
muscle. No, I
Muscle.
We have muscle.
He muscle.
I keep forgetting your name.
She muscle.
You, Dimitri.
she's soft.
So far, you're all no
Muscle.
stealth infantry guys and
The true
no
tank.
moral quandars.
We don't know about him.
Yeah, I don't know his skills.
Ah, yes. For for the first couple of jobs, Ezek will be accompanying you as my eyes and ears.
Oh, we get a babysitter.
He will be
A handler.
He will
A
be.
handler.
He will be aiding you, of course, in whatever way he is capable. That way he can
He's a
help,
handler.
help
Cha-ching.
inform me as to whatever skill sets, or if there are any problems, or and such.
Right now, my skill set's toward
So you're like our seeing eye dog.
Are we getting paid for this?
Think of me more
What's
as
the first
Were we
job?
supposed to
a
get paid for
supervisor.
this?
I will look at what's available. There's
Oh.
there's
No.
nothing
There's no money.
speaking out to you
Got it.
that you wish to find yourself any work that you want to try to do.
Think of me more as your quality control manager.
That's too far. You know.
I'm gonna cook Evan one day. This might be it.
Any work that you find
That's
that
on
you
camera
wish.
now.
I will look through. I will
Reading.
spend some time-
Espionage.
Library.
Information gathering.
Magic.
Skill sets on
I have a question.
Yes.
I was hoping to get information with the Magic Academy about a student. Could you help with that at all?
I'm sure that can be arranged
It goes to the answer.
as our partnership continues. We can discuss certain mutual benefits for one another.
Oh.
That's no issues.
If you wish, I'll look through what tasks I have available, and I will reach out to you.
Undermining the king's power.
Starting a militia.
Starting a well-regulated militia.
well, that's
I think the only thing I would be slightly opposed to, just because of the headache, would be starting an all-out coup.
Well, yes, undermining power does not mean starting a coup, Dimitri. You have to start small. Okay?
Work your way up to the coup, Dimitri.
What
That's all
kind
I'm
of
doing.
work do you normally do? Does it fall in what they're discussing?
Your friend is very outspoken, and I appreciate his openness.
I'm
He-
giving
his,
examples.
his-
Anybody can offer
his
any other
level
examples
of,
that are above the board.
Following
his level
all
of
laws is
belief
written.
in myself is rather comforting, though he's very.
Following all laws is written, we're gonna be standing outside his building for
Though he
fucking
seems
8
very,
hours a day. It's just boring as working on the railroad.
Though he seems very scrutinous of my work, he is also very open in speaking on his willingness to do work to undermine the king. So it means he must trust me a great deal to say these things.
I say that to everybody, okay? Get a few drinks in me. Listen.
He's completely
Darling, you
sober.
don't know how to walk.
It gets worse when he starts drinking. Actually, he becomes law-abiding when he starts drinking.
I'd like to walk.
Oh,
over.
Yes,
hail
sir.
Dragonspire!
I'd like to walk to the door and just.
Becomes such an upstanding
Alfred.
citizen the more he drinks. He gets so
Alfred,
drunk, he's
Get
just
another
like,
whiskey.
Sir, this man was jaywalking.
Right.
Send him to the
I'll
gallows.
take myself to prison.
Yeah. He helps old ladies across the street.
My roommate
I'll help him.
punched out, had somebody punch in for him 5 minutes early because he was running late.
Right, yeah, tattletale,
yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll help an old lady across the street,
Not me.
okay?
But then
Yeah.
you-
As long as
Take
the old
her in
lady
opposite
doesn't
direction.
affiliate herself with the
Don't look at me
king.
with
Well, as long as the little lady is holding a torch and walking toward a house made of wood.
The old lady's
Help her
walking
halfway across the street,
and
then
he
bring
takes
her
her
away.
by the
Oh,
stick
that's
at
how
the
you
start.
feel.
Mark will help a Sil will help a guy jumpstart his carriage as long as it's not out of registry.
Walking across. She goes, for Dragon's Power.
Fucking
Fucking pile driver into the fucking street.
The library over there. Are we privy to using that? Exploring? Is there work to be done there?
The library is not open to just anybody, but passes can be paid for with the right credentials and such like that. I do not know all that. Sorry.
Are you affiliated with the miners as well?
Morgan,
Those kinds of miners?
as long as you can justify the work is for what you're doing here.
He has a little island.
It's not about
Stop.
the money.
It's not
I have a
funny.
job
It's
and
not-
I need to go.
You need what?
I have a job that needs to be done.
Honest,
job.
I explained that to you last night at dinner, darling.
Wasn't listening.
So,
Honest
about it
mahogany
later.
desk is a little black book.
There's a little black book.
No!
Can I swipe it?
No! You don't want that
Stop
book.
it,
You don't want that
Black
book.
book underneath.
No.
There's a list of miners in this book.
Can I steal the dragon? Please.
You're not taking the dragon
Shush. Can I steal the dragon?
Please roll an animal
It is like the
language.
size of a cat.
I will
He's that
gladly take it.
but you're working for Jeffrey Epstein.
We already have a cat.
No, we don't. Oh,
And we're doing contract work apparently
Yeah,
now.
right, yeah. Anything for the highest bidder.
Her morals flew right out the window with a little bit of whiskey with water in it.
She's there, but she's a weasel.
Watered down whiskey.
Who do I?
It did enhance the flavor, okay?
Probably a good
You
idea.
speak with the lab.
Let's
that
see
was
if we
just
smell
rum. That was whiskey, that was just rum.
Be able to smell it from here.
You're not funny.
Speak with
That
the
was
lab.
definitely
Yeah, but
soot.
your office is attached
What?
to the library, so what's your affiliation
Am I
with the
funny?
library?
That's my
Yeah.
private
Funny
library. That's
looking.
not
Oh, I
there.
can't go in
Funny
there.
looking.
That's
Yeah, I
not
believe it.
there. That's not the Dragon's
I was
Fire
talking about
library.
that library.
There's a library?
The,
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean a whole patch in the private
yeah.
library?
library.
I know. Can I?
We need to work for him. Don't you know how these things work?
I know that. I'm trying to figure out what work I have to do to go read a book.
What kind of work are you willing to offer? Jesus, Morgan. Oh my God.
There are many
He doesn't
therapeutic
seem
things
like that
everyone
kind of
can
man.
What kind of work are you willing to offer?
You have it. You have.
What do you want?
I have a large library.
Intelligence.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and dust a few books. Wear this outfit.
Oh my god.
He has a large library and a desk.
Tell me your favorite epilogue.
We,
Be back here
we
in
have
3
a whole
hours.
list of things he's not willing to do. A couple things he's not willing to do, or any jobs you guys are not willing to do.
I didn't say. I just said I'm squishy.
Okay, she's not willing to be punched in the face. No gladiatorial combat for you.
Honestly, she'll be fine. I can help her
So,
if she gets
so
punched.
he asked you to kill a child. Would
Right.
you do that?
No.
Okay, exactly.
With
That's
enough
something-
reason.
We're not killing babies.
Okay, we're not killing-
children.
we're not
Then there's a
children.
law.
Pregnant
You can
So
wives.
that book is useless.
If you give me a valid reason, then we can have a discussion about it.
Glad now you're open-minded.
What about killing an innocent person?
No.
What do you define as innocent?
Oh God.
So that, like there is a line there.
There's a line. There's a line.
Would you ask us to kill an innocent person?
What kind of work would you ask us to do?
Would
If
you
we're
ask us to
getting
kill
broad
anybody?
strokes here.
Depends on what your line of work is and who the individual is.
Okay, not killing people.
It is something that are definitely people
Debatable.
in this world and within this city that
With your permission, sir, would you,
Job,
like,
you
would
have
you
all-
like me to give a couple examples of works that,
Yeah.
of jobs that
Already
you've had
killed
me do
people, though.
recently?
It's because they were
there
attacking
has been
us.
also, Isaac here
But I don't
actually
want to
helped take down a known serial killer.
I had
What
to.
was the killer's name?
This world is a cruel place.
How many did
Cool,
you
cool,
kill?
cool.
What was his
World
what
is a
was his
cool
method of killing?
He killed 6
This world is a cruel place.
What was his method?
You're cruel.
Isaac,
What was his
Isaac
MO?
Did,
Did
he
he-
would
What
tell
was
that.
his method?
Did
Isaac
he have
would
a
know.
calling
We did let the
card?
dogs in.
Yeah, what was
Yes.
his calling
Isaac would know.
card?
What was his calling card?
Yeah.
He left the former strain of hair from the woman he killed with the new one. He cut off her hair and then used the hair to kill the next woman.
That's not weird.
What did he look like
It's
when
like
you
a
fought
pass it forward kind of serial killer.
Yes. He would use. He looked particularly for really long blondes. Typically elf women at first, and there were a couple of women that appeared elvish pale in the light. But he loved to just cut their beautiful long locks of hair and used it to kill his next victim.
Did he have like?
That-
Choke them to death.
Did he have an
Silly
alias?
What?
But
Yeah,
wouldn't
the
he
alias-
just use a bowl
Elves
of
have
milk?
notoriously
Okay,
strong
they
hair.
was
You can use it as Rottweiler.
Right.
A bowl of milk with his cereal?
Have you heard about the new
Wow.
suspension bridge that was made
God, I have to
entirely from
explain
elven
it.
hair?
I feel so
Remember what you
sad.
Oh no, his name was Corinth.
So we're ready to.
And our
Anyway.
friend Isaac here has helped in taking that person off of the streets permanently.
What other
Good for
jobs
you.
have you been asked to do recently, aside from retrieve cargo?
Well, one thing that one of you guys jokingly mentioned cleaning the sewers, but it's like that was actually a job that I had to take care of. You don't know what kind of creatures could be down there.
You
Sometimes,
clean
Are
the
you
entire
like the
sewers.
president
not
of this?
clean, but
What did you
investigating
do?
Oh
rumors that
no,
go
I
on in
know.
the sewers.
Oh, so it was
I just
Clear out the
I
sewers.
Clear out the
have
sewers,
a
not clean.
great
I can clear out the sewers. I'd rather
sense
not
of
clean the
belonging.
sewers.
Hey, so if the
Yes,
sewers are
you
run
want to
by
see
the
it done.
by the crown and we don't work for the crown, why are we cleaning the sewers?
Though I've only
Do
been
you
here
want
for a
money?
number of
There are
years.
certain places that the crown
How
How
long?
many years?
neglects.
Well,
You might
brought
have
you to
people
Dragonfire?
that ask for help, but
What
if they
brought
don't
you
have the
to
means
this-
to
How did you get
Lily-
here?
sway,
Actually, Isaac was one
The
of
politics
the first
above.
employees when I got here.
sometimes other sources might be asked to take care of those public works.
So
Million.
do you
What's
just
our
collect
incentive?
cargo? Do you just find
Like, what
artifacts? Do
would
you
your boss's
just-
incentive be?
Like,
Money?
what's the job? Like, what?
Do you ever stop talking?
Do you ever stop talking?
I'm asking the employee.
I almost let
I'm trying to
Luna
ask
right
you a
there.
question.
God, Lord, I can't
Stop
do that.
I'm sorry, most women have problems talking.
You're asking what his incentive is.
What's his incentive?
You're a little smug.
Seems to me
Yeah,
like it's nice to be able to
honestly.
just
Um,
occasionally help people know that they can walk safely.
Why are you looking at
I
Or that
I
something
can't
might
follow
come up
both
from the
these
sewers and back.
conversations going on at
That's
the
it?
same time.
Sometimes it's
So
simpler
wait,
than
so-
you might think.
I don't think
what
so.
do you
Not
do
with this
for
house.
the district,
Looks
actually,
at
besides
all the
doing
magnificent
the
stuff.
train,
Research
besides doing the
and
Take the
train
job.
and
Yeah,
the
what is your
sewers
job?
and everything? Like,
You're the
I
most suspicious
find-
person I've met, and
I do
I've
my
walked through the
private
woods for
research,
probably
but
4 months.
I mean,
So you like
You're the most. I've killed people.
Okay,
You're
I'm
more
a
suspicious
nerd.
than anyone I've fucking killed.
Like, where do you fall?
I help fund other companies, and I.
Yeah, when things don't make sense, I ask
or it's
questions.
like the king.
Fair.
Is there a king? Is there a king? Is there a king?
Yes.
The king.
I'm talking
Is
to
there?
Demetri.
Does the king like
Talked out loud.
go to you to be like, hey, can
Even
you
the mic
fix?
was able to hear
The
that.
king
This-
does not talk directly to him.
Okay, does the king send someone to come talk to you about fixing something in
I've,
this?
I've had a number of reach outs on occasion, but it's more on certain bases. But I own a number of businesses and help fund a number of businesses.
I have a question.
Yes.
If I help to work for you,
Money.
will you be able to help me achieve my goals?
Financially, yes.
Depending on what your goals
Shut
are.
up.
Information
I
about.
do not see why not.
Okay. Will I be also be paid?
Yes.
Okay. Just man can sign.
I will
Wait.
have some contracts drawn.
What kind
Last-
of job?
Last
What would
question.
the
Would it be easier if we stay at that house for the time being?
If you need a place to stay, that can be arranged for some time. Otherwise, if you wish, there's a bountiful number of taverns and inns within the city of Dragonspire.
I don't
If
know
that's
what's
not to your liking.
easiest for you.
I think just staying at the house would be easier for all of us.
Yeah.
Because Yizak knows where it is. We are staying there. He knows where we are.
Taking the train next time.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I would, though, ask if anybody is staying within my homesteads that they are looking for direct contract within the next week. Otherwise,
me.
I do not. I do fund a number of housing establishments within the city, but I do not lend out my private homes to them. At least not to people that this is
If you
my
have a
first name.
contract that you think I will be good for, let me know. Preferably with the group.
I think we could also probably talk it over, maybe over a drink or something. What do you guys think?
And given recent events and what happened, I can, before you make any decisions or anything, I can give you guys a couple of days there. 3 days sound fine for you to think things over, deal with whatever you need to within the city, whatever brought you here, you are more than welcome to. And in 3 days' time, we can reconvene and discuss a path forward and possible partnership.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Right? Yes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You were saying before you had some questions yourself. Your friend Dimitri started to speak over you.
Somewhere about the king. Something about him
Oh.
reaching out.
Oh, God, I forgot my question, so just
The king
move on.
reaches out. Somebody from the king reaches out to him about something.
Yeah, but I don't remember the question. Just move on. I'll figure it out later.
Understood.
Yeah. So I'm with Dimitri on that. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Ready to go whenever you're ready to go.
Oh,
But I think
should
we
we-
should still
we-
talk about it just to make sure we're all on the
Uh,
same page.
My
Prepare
sending
ourselves
zone is
mentally.
gone.
Will you be
What's
making
your
a
sending
meeting
zone?
for the biology?
I don't need it right now. We're in front of
I'll
food reviews.
send out.
Did you do the you're to ask someone about something or someone at the academy?
About big purple things or big things with purple eyes that live underwater.
No, that was her.
That was me. When didn't you ask to also go to the
I
academy?
asked him if he knew.
Sorry,
some-
was there a first-hand account with a large creature that purple eyes underwater?
Yeah, and it's
Yes,
weird to me.
that's why I want to go to see a biologist at the
It was
academy.
very big and
It was huge.
kind of terrifying.
It had purple eyes.
And so it's not a great swimmer.
What was the size? Very big. We're talking like
Gigantic.
size of a
Bigger
hill
than-
giant,
bigger
size
than
of a
should be
dragon,
possible.
size bigger than a ship.
Bigger than should be possible.
Did you
Bigger than
Did
should
you
be
all
possible.
see this?
Did you see it?
I saw it.
I saw it.
This is what pulled
You
me
didn't
under.
see it.
I saw
Oh,
an
yeah.
outline in 2 eyes, and each one of the eyes looked like it was.
Where
bigger
did you
than
all
a
see
person.
this?
You didn't see it.
And
didn't
well,
never
we
look
were
down.
I was
bringing
being pulled-
Isaac
oh.
to
Yeah, you never looked down.
Adine
Trust me, I
to-
I was
watched the
being
video
pulled down
900
by it.
fucking times.
We were on the ship
editing
coming
it.
back here.
I was being pulled down by it.
The most
It had
terrifying
tentacles.
thing is it's
I remember
slightly
that.
off. It was slightly off
I
the
will
coast of
reach out
Dragon's Mire.
and let them know.
Do you think that this is some sort of credible fear that the city would have?
I don't know.
Listen, let's just cut to the chase while we're still in this room with him. Do we have any hang-ups about working with him?
No.
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 No, I want 2 types of employment.
Okay, then
No.
we're in. The only hang-up is me, and at this point, I think Ash would want me to quit.
Yeah, you're free to. I do not have any need of you further today. I will.
God damn it! I thought that was no.
I'll talk to some of my associates.
No, we'd love you to stay.
You can.
I'm more than fun.
I encourage any of you who
Counter
are
offer.
not privy to this city to explore it further, and that way I can deem whether you wish to have jobs within it or jobs that maintain out of the city limits. Either way can be arranged.
Isaac knows the city pretty well, right?
Isaac does indeed, and I believe your friend Soot here should as well. He is a worker for our rail system.
Hmm.
And then they should be able to show you a great deal of what this city has to offer, and all of the hidden beauty that lies within it.
Great.
You'd be like, hey, why aren't you at work today? You're gonna be like, fuck you, I quit.
I put in my 2-day notice. Would
No,
you like us
I'm
to
not a
reconvene
contract killer.
with you in 3 days' time, then, sir?
Yes, please do. I will send notice over to the man you were staying.
Thank you for your time.
Goodbye.
Have a good day.
As far as like the whole medical stuff, should I come back here tomorrow,
Goodbye.
or what should
Oh,
I?
Jesus.
When should I report
Just-
to you? Should I wait for you to contact me?
Oh, yes.
Okay, sounds
Come
great.
on, Molly. Come on.
Mulligan literally sharks you off. Don't touch me.
I know. I don't actually.
But my best friend calls me. Hits head on the top of the door frame because I'm like 300 feet tall.
Goes back up to his perch.
Just fucking lays myself out.
Oh,
What was his name?
Ace.
Oh,
Ace.
sorry, that's forgot.
Fucking
What-
Christ.
Why? Excuse me.
He's the bad dragon.
I'm doing some studying in the stars.
What should you call him?
Do you know
Bad
when
dragon.
the moon is going to be?
Oh,
this is
next
the
couple
bad-
weeks?
I know. So
I'm
I work
off
for
for a
Batman.
couple of weeks.
Like 2, 3, 4, 6.
We're working.
Not 6. Generally, the fullest is generally only once a month.
Batman.
It's
Yes,
just
I am some-
it's not yet halfway through its cycle, so you probably
Can't convince me otherwise.
3 weeks.
Government shit.
There you go.
Your sister
It's
talking in your ear.
Huh?
So the better alternative to the poor, badly run government is a fascist.
Yes, it was in a waxing crescent earlier this week, so it is not yet in the stage of half moon activus, so that's some time.
Really testing me on what I remember about the fucking moon.
Wax on.
I learned it last semester.
Wax off.
I wasn't with
Wax
you.
on, wane off.
Oh, I'm talking about
Probably
school,
can
like
wax
real
off.
life.
Oh,
Oh,
It just keeps
Oh,
on
we
going.
Alright,
should've
Keeps on
goodbye.
growing.
I think we're good,
Yeah,
right?
we're-
We're leaving.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
leaving. We're leaving.
Good.
Bye,
Look at the other-
Ace.
Morgan.
Bye,
You could-
Mr. Potter.
I'll meet you all in the
saying
lobby
a full
shortly.
moon?
Okay.
Potentially, I'm gonna check it tonight on the waxing. It just
Well,
the
be thankful it's waxing and not waning.
yeah. Let me be here longer.
Great talk, guys.
Should we have a group
We're
name?
we're walking
We already-
Yeah,
out.
walking and talking.
I'm walking.
The only
Also, we get to
information I was
get
given
back
was
on the
under
cart.
the light of the
Slip
moon.
next time.
What?
We'll guide you. So it could be the light of any size
Be
moon,
more
but you
careful.
know.
I said
Try.
Peter.
Try tonight.
Not the
Yeah.
best time.
I'm sure I
Be
said
more
Peter.
careful.
It's like my name's Peter.
Quick question for the DM.
I got Peter.
Very few people know me still by that name. And I prefer that number stay little.
Well, they believe the deception afterwards.
I
hope
immediately
you are right.
forgot.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I
God.
told him I walked through the woods for 4 months and he's the most
Just be more
suspicious
careful.
person I've ever met.
Maybe come up. Maybe don't use Batir anymore. It sounds far too similar.
Would you prefer Mr. White?
I prefer
Yes, sir, Mr. White.
God.
And
Do I have an idea based with the fact that it was a waning? You said waning gibbous. Waning crescent, right?
Waxing.
Waxing crescent.
Waxing crescent.
Waxing.
don't fuck up my face.
So no, we gotta go to
how-
Blue Moon and
how-
Waning
deal
Gibbous
with
would be
that.
a lot longer.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
Waxing.
fuck-
How
no, you're
long
right,
it would
you're
be
right.
until like a full moon, roughly?
About three weeks.
Yeah, I already asked
Oh, okay.
White about that.
Yeah, so the full moon should be in a couple nights.
Yeah, but it said the light of the moon. So it could be the light of
What?
a crescent moon.
You just say waxing crescent?
Oh, I thought you said waxing gibbous.
Waxing crescent.
All right, head back
The
to the
moon
lobby.
actually
Did you
goes
have
throughout
anything
the
you
entire
wanted to ask him
cycle
also?
every night.
I wasn't aware that you were going to want me
Son,
to
just-
to watch them, but I assume this is my next job then.
2 o'clock,
Yeah,
3
you
o'clock, 4
can be
o'clock,
their
5 o'clock.
chaperone for the time being. Let me know if there are any hang-ups,
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock,
troubles.
Just
So-
immediately.
If there's anything that I should know.
It's a seizure
if they
warrant.
have
Do you know how
ill
you would get
intentions,
to the academy from
or if they're just merely unfit.
the house?
From the
I'll
house.
let you know. Report back after.
I would
Well,
like
we'd
to
have
have
to put in a
individual
few
reports
lines,
on
but-
each one of them, whether
Go this and then this and
psych
this.
evaluation of their mental state, what are their strengths and weaknesses. and such.
Dove, I write everything as weakness. A dean
You
would have
can do,
wrote seriously
if it-
strong.
If it, is, if it is easier for you to use do one report at a time, that's fine. But I would like reports on them as a whole and individual to see what their strengths, weaknesses, their character, what are they like.
After the first job, of course.
Yes, if you need more time. Of you do not get a proper gauge of their abilities and their character. It might take time, but look over them.
Shall do. Is there anything else you need from me, sir?
Nothing I not offhand. Escape rat.
I've been voted most likely to mail a python by my higher ups.
It's a male
You
python.
are escorted.
Oh, I would
Male
like to pet
pipe
Ace
bomb.
on the way out, though.
Male python.
That too. Skip the mail python.
You are escorted out.
Would they
Front
let
in
you
your
send a
carriage,
python
and
to
your
the mail?
carriage is brought out.
No.
Your cart.
It would die.
along
If it
with,
was well behaved enough.
your horse. Where will you be off to today for the rest of the evening, Mr. Isak?
So, would you be staying at the manor, or would you prefer to stay at your studio?
I could go back to my studio, but if it's out of the way, I could walk in the morning. I get up pretty early anyway.
Is it out of the way?
It is. It's a lot farther.
Perhaps you can take a train in the morning.
You can take me to the manor, and I can walk the rest of the way, or take another train.
If you're fine with that. Is there anywhere else you all would like to travel?
No, good for the
what
manor.
time of day is it right now?
It's like 4 o'clock.
No, good for going to anywhere except the manor.
I'll go back to the manor for now.
Convene. Very well. Back to the manor, sir, please.
You know?
I'm taking Robin.
Mullion stands in the upper district for the next
Actually, wait, I'll leave
15
Robin this time.
hours.
Just it's been rather annoying to take Robin.
Why has that been annoying?
I know. There's a stable at the manor. I'll take Robin.
Why has that been annoying? You haven't had to buy boarding anywhere.
I was like, try to go on a train. All right, Robin, get on.
I'm sure they have train carts for transport of horses.
Yeah, but there's an extra gold to get on.
Gold? Extra gold?
It's a gold to travel from one place of the city to another. It's probably gold to get the horse on.
No, there's a gold to get everywhere.
Isn't there a horse rack at the front of the train?
That
you
was
put the
also
horse on?
taking the lowest car.
It's not a gold per person. It's gold for everybody.
Okay.
I don't get on the subway and it's like $100 ticket to get to like the next town over.
It is when I bring my horse.
That's true. Yeah.
It is for
Try to
the
get
lowest
the LIR.
train, for the lowest
Each
train
leg you have to
car
put through the spinning thing.
for a 2-stop is 2 silver. Essentially, it's a silver stop.
Back to the manor.
So to get everyone from the market district to the upper class district would have been 1 gold to get 5 people across.
Do you guys mind making one stop on the way there?
So from
No.
the market
Sure.
to the from the market to the factory district is also 2 silver.
I gotta go to the bus store.
It is considerably faster than by car.
Since no one minds,
See-
I want to stop at a bookstore.
We're going over to like 1 million bookstores.
Yeah, just
See, this model is a 15B. The 15A it had some issues with its the gear systems in the undercarriage, but we figured those out in the second version.
how do the trains actually work in pulling people?
How do the trains work? Okay, so
I want to know.
have you ever seen an engine before?
No.
Not. I mean, I've seen the front of a train. I guess.
You've heard the mechanism of the engines inside of a train. You've heard the train spin off, right? No. You
Yes,
haven't. I'm
I
asking
have,
you.
yes.
So, do the trains in the city do they work on a combustion engine?
You neither.
There
Or
are,
a steam
there
engine.
are,
Neither one.
You've
there are
never
2
heard of an
types of
engine.
trains. There are magnets.
You've heard of an engine, but you haven't ever heard of one.
Broomstone/magnets,
No.
and then there
You've
are
never heard of an engine
some.
either?
They're already.
I've heard
okay.
of an engine.
They're already.
You've never heard an
There's
engine.
like
Yeah,
one.
I live down in the countryside.
There's like
Yeah.
one.
There were
like
no
one.
trains up
Me
there.
too. I lived in the astral plane.
It's kind of like
Oh.
the test subject. Proof of concept.
I didn't actually live in limbo.
So,
Anyway,
an engine works essentially by burning fuel, creating a small pressure system.
What kind of fuel?
It could be anything from coal to sometimes we use gas. Some engines use gasoline.
It's gasoline.
Gasoline you get from the mines in the mountains.
Do
They're
any of them use arcane batteries?
hopefully more in the future, but right now we only have one, and that is reserved for very special occasions. It's mostly just a proof of concept. We assembled it very recently. But otherwise, it burns. All of that smell, the sulfur smell in the air when you're around the trains, it's because the engines inside are constantly burning fuel in order to create rotational motion, which drives the cart down the line.
Is that why they're loud?
Yes.
What did you say you were doing again at the company? What you were doing?
Most of the time, I'm maintaining, fixing, providing emergency fix services for any trains that go down on the line. But other times, I am working on my own devices, proving myself with R&D, hopefully trying to get moved up. But now things might be making a turn.
Have you ever considered something like making an engine smaller?
No, Isaac, I didn't ever think maybe these should be smaller. They're confined by mechanical restraints. You know that, right? That you cannot, like, infinitely fold space.
No, I did not know that.
You didn't know that. You didn't know
No,
that
I
you could
didn't-
just
I-
fold
I-
everything into
I didn't know they
a
were
little
constrained
tiny
by
box.
space.
They're constrained by what they produce, by what the mechanical tolerances of what the machine is.
The answer's no.
No, the answer is we're working on it. Okay?
So you are working on it. I asked, do you think you can do that?
You're
And
just
you
as
said-
annoying as fucking Isaac, the other Isaac.
My God!
What he is!
I'm just gonna read my spell book.
We're
I'm
a
just
dwarf.
trying
You
to
gotta
just-
sound like one of the fucking highfalutin.
All of you fucking people
I
sound the
just
same
go
to
over-
me.
I
I'm
go
out
over
of
to
here. I'm
Isaac.
going back to work.
Don't worry.
Wait, you don't have a
He's
job.
like this with everyone.
I might possibly still have a job. I don't know.
Technically, he still does.
Only one way to find out.
I just reported I don't have a job here either.
Character traits. Does not work well with others. Cannot accept questioning or criticism.
Are we talking about Isaac or are we talking about
Sorry, I have not actually researched the exact exact machinations of how an actual train works for my fucking D&D character.
Why haven't you?
Because it's a D&D. I don't want to do homework for 15 hours a day
Sorry, did we not
learning
have
how
schematic
a
for
fucking.
Boolean flag?
I'm playing a bard. I'm just gonna fucking sing this campaign. Why do all this fucking work if I have to explain my fucking self? It's magic. I'm an artificer. It's magic. How do the trains work? It's magic. How does theta work? It's magic. How does anything in my character work? It's magic.
Andres, this is your sign to not do roleplay anymore.
God.
I'm never playing an artificer fucking again. I'll play a paladin, and that my character's gonna be. I love God. How does your character work? I love God.
You picked the one character that's all about building.
I know when I build. I build all the time. It's just I don't have to like explain everything I build.
Breathe!
You said you work on trades, so I asked about trades!
Meanwhile, nobody will explain a necklace that they're wearing to anyone else. The fucking railroad
He
works.
doesn't like that he works on trains. He's
Oh
not
my
Sheldon. He
God.
doesn't love trains. He just works there.
Ah!
Oh God, I love it.
I do. I just get frustrated when
You arrive
when
at the
a random
manor.
person on the street asks me how fucking woodworking works. Like,
You arrive at the manor.
Oh,
you are
thank
dropped
God,
off at the
get me out
manor.
of
get me off!
Run!
Is the driver wearing like headphones or an earplugs?
Yeah, he has AirPods
Where
in.
are you going?
Stop paying his
My
ears.
room.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Do you have like 2 silver I could borrow?
Sure.
I tip the driver 2 silver and walk away.
Ah, my God.
I say, I take your silver, turn the driver, say, I'm sorry, and then just walk into the manor.
I find one of the servers, the maids.
Oh, we will notify that you will be staying with us for a couple more days.
They have a cup of tea.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Take a seat. We'll be right.
Can I have an ale?
Thank you.
Ooh. I'll sit down right next to Dove. I'll also order the same cup of tea. I mean, a separate cup, but the same kind of tea.
I ship it.
Morgan's
shipped
in
it.
her room.
Oh, fuck you. Just leave me.
Extra meat.
Favorite sister ever.
We're not related, alright?
I sit across from Mulian and
I'm
Dove.
going to meditate. I need a nap after all of you.
Shut- would you like to try some tea?
Your tea is brought.
Sure.
Your drink
Why
is
not?
brought.
He'll
A
take
fun
fire
fact,
whiskey.
Morgan, I don't have a sibling. Or I don't think I have a sibling.
So
I
thoughts?
consider you as a
Did you ask
sister.
for a drink
Water,
too?
please.
I don't know. I haven't had the tea yet.
Seven, water, please.
Sixty.
I took his tea.
I consider you a sister.
I gave it to him. I poisoned it.
Alright, go back to the room.
Oh,
You're
You're
missing
missing
all your shit.
Yeah.
You're not getting any of it.
Ugh.
Did you just notice this now?
Yeah.
Wait, my finger!
My
In
perception's
this
very low.
scenario, I'm being the more Bluey.
He
No,
just
that would
noticed
be the
now.
older one.
He just noticed
Oh,
now that
I'm
he's missing all
Bluey.
his
You're
shit.
Fucking hour.
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
didn't know
We went back. We put it back and then took it again.
What is happening?
He just noticed he's missing all his shit.
I have low perception.
Whatever. Anyway,
What?
doesn't matter.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Of what?
About what, the contract? We don't really know what it is yet, but I'm kind of excited to get something.
Where are you?
Work.
Well, you all said
you
what
with-
you're not willing
Magic.
to do, so I'm sure. I'm sure
When
Mr.
did you
White.
get here?
Magic.
I came with you guys.
He's been with us.
Remember he
I
asked
know you
about the...
came with us.
Oh, when
you
did you
with
get
the
to
Why did
Dragon's
you
project?
sit down?
Huh?
Oh,
I'm
no.
going.
Okay, never
You're
mind.
leaving. Okay, you're gonna work. Okay.
I'm just here.
You're with me and the tools.
I'm there too with the
I know, I said the tools.
You with the tooth?
The
You're
tools.
I haven't
going to
been-
work.
You going to work?
I'm
She's
gonna
in
go
the
back to my
bedroom.
studio.
She's meditating.
So let's
Yeah,
go
yeah,
around
I'm
the
with
table.
you guys.
You're going to your studio. You're at the manor.
I'm with them.
Manor.
drinking ale.
Manor.
Manor.
Drinking tea.
Manor.
Meditating.
Actually, you're drinking all my tea. Can I have my tea back, please?
Oh, he left.
He left.
He took
With
your cup.
my tea?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just like on the plane.
That's okay. He needed it more than me.
It's-
What, the astral
Are you
plane?
finished with it?
Yeah.
The astral plane?
You want an ale?
It was 2 silver to go
Sure.
from the manor to.
So
You
I
walk
think-
over to the main
Is Sutton
central
right?
terminal.
yes,
which
he
is
had to go to work
only a couple of minutes away.
or his
by foot.
place.
He was going
Hop
to
on
2
the
weeks.
train there.
He said he was going to do a
Takes you
studio
directly
apartment. That's
into
what
the
I got.
And also,
factory
you asked
district,
too many questions that he couldn't answer.
I've never seen him that worked
Which
up.
from there,
Yeah, I
it's
mean-
a short.
Also-
No, he got worked up before when he was
Not that
talking.
worked up.
Well, no, not that worked up, but he definitely got worked up when he got thrown into the
So,
fridge.
Nice.
Thanks.
He
I
was
just-
thrown- he was thrown
I
into
grabbed
the
my
fridge.
ale. I go,
It
yeah. and then
wasn't
go
a
back to
tantrum. It was just, what are you doing? What are you doing?
So it was thrown into the brig for something. Go on.
Why? What
you.
are
Should
you
we,
Criminal
should
history.
we also mention that the captain threw a parachute off the ship and forced a
Oh yeah. That's right.
Oh my god, that's right.
Do go on.
there was a stowaway on the ship, so the captain.
invoke
Made
capital
it-
punishment.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a group.
Sorry.
What
He
happened to
Made an
Stolen?
example.
He got thrown over. He,
so he was
basically was thrown
the
overboard.
stowaway was
Was he
going
given a
to.
parachute?
We don't know.
He was.
I mean, that's
They
that's
threw
not
they
super
threw a backpack over, and then after they threw it, and the man jumped to get it, he was told it was a parachute, and then we were told afterwards, see this? He showed us the parachutes. They all had red cords on them. That bag did not have a red cord on it.
So
How terrible.
yeah.
Just for
He stowed away on a ship.
just for stowing, death sentence for stowing away on a ship.
Apparently, ships are
He
traveling.
was
that
also
is very-
attacking one of the crew members.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He did also attack a
That
crew
was
member.
right.
He
That
did
explains
also
more.
attack the crew of the ship.
He
So-
did
defending
attack a
himself.
crew member.
Like this is a very like I understand we live in a
He
very
was
messed up
attacking
world,
a crew
but like
member.
that
He
crew
did
still-
attack a crew member. Now that I think about it,
He was defending himself.
and sky ships are very
Castle doctrine when you're a stowaway. Castle
All right, so let's
doctrine.
talk about the
Here to
contract.
If I steal someone's car and they
You
attack
guys
me for it,
discussed
I have castle
what you're
doctrine.
willing
Okay.
and not willing to do.
This is now my
So
cash.
we'll look for jobs
I
accordingly.
stole it fair and square.
And should you
If
guys
it pays well,
Are you going to stay with us, or are you going to leave because you're part of Pata?
He was gonna. They
I'm
said he was gonna be the
Yeah, I'm staying with you guys.
handler.
I know, but I'm
slash-
saying if we decided not to
Guide dog.
take the contract with Mr. Potter,
You
would he
hop
still?
off the train.
You want
He
me to
would,
say
he
Mr.
would
White for
arrive.
probably not come with
Um,
us, but we'd also be kicked
at
out
the
of here and
housing
wouldn't get any more
building
information
for a
about
lot of
anything,
the
including
miners.
what's in that
It's
chest
massive.
or
I'm
who
under-
he works for.
I am under the
complex.
employ of Mr. White.
Pata.
Mr.
What?
No,
Potter?
he wants me to call him Mr. White from now on. So Mr. White.
Why did you call him Pata?
Why do you not call him Mr. White?
That's the other name he goes by, Mr. White.
Is it like a
Another
is
day.
it like a code name?
That's actually how the city knows him.
So then why did you call him Mr. Potter before?
Back in the cage.
It's
He go to sleep.
a more personal thing.
Oh, your
but
key doesn't
he
work.
wants me to call him Mr. White.
My key doesn't work.
You arrive at your
That's weird.
your studio. When you go, your key is not working.
Very secretive.
I also imagine that it will pay well.
I don't want my
Mine
money.
Press my
anyway.
ear up to the door. Do I hear anything on the
I'm
other
planning on
side?
using my money for me regardless.
So is a criminal.
15.
What?
Uh,
So what
no,
did
you
Soot
do
do
not
exactly
hear any
that got him thrown in the brig, though?
Defend.
Disagreed with the
I will
captain.
just make a
about
pass at
making it so he
looking
jumped
down the
overboard for
hallway.
the
Is there anybody
parachute.
like? Do I hear anybody down in the
Did
hallway
no
in
one
either
else
direction?
object?
No.
We didn't know what
Even
to
though
do.
it's our day right now,
Please
everyone
object.
should be getting off within the next.
So is a good
hour.
criminal. So cross out criminal
I'm gonna
vigilante.
try to use my thieves tools to get
Roll a slide
through the
check.
wall. Sure. Get through the wall. Get through the wall.
Be Luna, be Luna, be Luna.
All three.
Don't be Luna.
Andres.
Uh,
All three.
I have
All
thieves
five.
tools, so I had 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 19.
19, yeah.
Natural 19.
Good job.
I'm sorry.
These are very simple locks on all these doors.
Oh, you're still here only just to see the
I'm
sights?
just gonna push the
What?
door open just
You're
a
still
little
only here to
bit.
see the sights.
Just look in.
Yeah. Yes.
No.
I mean,
lights
And talk to
are
the
on areas
biologist at the
natural
academy,
lighting,
so I
but
could so we
peeking
could figure
in,
out what the that
you
creature
cannot
that we
hear
saw
or
was.
see anybody.
Okay.
you described it as
And imbue
something massive.
like my gauntlet magical
Where did you see
tinkering
it
with.
exactly?
In the
emitting-
water.
Oh, I had dark.
Oh, when you briefly.
So
That
How close
was
to the
terrible.
city was
Enough,
that?
Like
I'm
What?
gonna, I'm
It
gonna
was terrifying.
look in.
Yes, it was.
Or is my
See.
shit there?
It had.
Are you okay?
No,
Yeah.
it was,
Would you all be willing to tell me
Okay.
more about what happened in?
furniture,
Sit
new
went
pots
overboard.
and stuff.
No, I meant in the town.
Different
And then you
rugs,
explored this Rheinreich. What happened in Rheinreich?
different.
Well,
there's
there
Blah,
was.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, basically. I don't
Your
really.
anything like that. Your schematics
We found
have
this
been, like,
cool
taken down.
glowing blue vial.
Oh,
I'm gonna
I'll
back
take out
out.
here.
I'm gonna back out.
Don't touch.
I'm checking this is the right number.
Yeah, it's the right
You
number.
want to smell this?
No.
You double check the
Don't
building
smell
number
this.
too. You're at the right building and the
Hold
right
on.
number.
Is that the Deems vial?
No.
No, it's the blue vial.
Oh, okay. Is that the
It was
the?
No, it was the glowing blue vial that broke Dimitri.
Actually, now that I have you guys
Right.
here,
Hold on.
do you know what this vial does?
There are other dwarves
Which
in
color
this
is it?
in
Is
this
this on a Deem?
building, right?
Yeah, it's one
Yeah.
of his. It's
Can
one
I
of
see
his,
that?
People are
Sure.
starting to get off.
Dove, keep this.
So I'm just gonna
Why?
tuck away
What
somewhere
color? What?
Did you smell it at
in the
all?
corner.
No.
Try
Good.
not to
Don't-
be
don't smell it.
conspicuous.
I
Why?
keep it.
It's the best
Why give
smell
to
you
If
her?
I
ever smell.
recognize anybody that's coming
It's a
home
perfume that makes someone.
Contrary to what it may
Right.
seem,
Back.
she seems like the
Anybody
most
that I would
responsible
know.
one with these.
from my time in the mines or
Hi.
It's a perfume that
Natural
makes anyone
20.
who smells
I
I
falls
hope you
so-
know I'm actually deleting
you
that.
find
Oh,
it
sorry,
really
sorry.
You better
Hold on,
remember you
hold on,
have it.
hold on.
What?
Hold on.
I'm
He's
deleting it from my
deleting
inventory.
from the
I roll
inventory.
with
What is
disadvantage,
it?
so
The paralyzed.
vial.
17.
Oh,
17
yeah, I have
still.
everything written down.
Still very good.
Wow.
Izak doesn't know what it is.
Yeah. No, as you tuck away into like a little alleyway across. Can I do a roll perception check now that you are stealth?
15.
15, still pretty good, pretty solid.
Been rolling really well.
Yeah. As you tuck away, eventually you hear the familiar whistle go off for the factory district that is nearby, because the mines are outside of the city and such. So anybody getting off that is going to be even longer away. But the large, kind of like almost like train whistle goes off, signaling to all the factories that they're switching over to a different shift, whether it be the night crew or the evening workers or different positions are getting off. And you can kind of see, like, even from, you can just hear it like happen as like the sound of the factories kind of like lose all of their noise
Mhm.
almost all at once.
Yeah.
There's still noise going on, but they just, the amount of output
No
just
shoveling,
drops.
no.
Yeah,
burning.
the sound just drops a couple decibels very quickly.
Yeah, yeah.
And you see like the crowds of like people as they're all, because if you remember that the factories are literally like built in lines, so they all kind of like funnel together.
Let out,
so you
yeah.
kind of like you get this huge group of people that are coming together, and you can see all sorts of people are all sorts of dwarves are now coming out of factories. And in addition to dwarves that mainly work in, it's dwarves and halflings and gnomes are the general three that mainly work there. There are humans and other races, but the vast majority are dwarves, and then followed by halflings and gnomes.
All right, I'm just gonna
Gnomes
try.
are the third most popular in there, and then they're the occasional human and occasional like half elf. You almost never see an elf, like ever. But you see a number of people you're familiar with on the like more day-to-day kind of thing, not like super personal, but you know different workers as they are attempting to like go throughout the different shop, whether they be you see like Matthias and Ulrich, there's Gabriel and different guys that you kind of like pass through. You don't know them super well, but you know them. You've worked with them. You've helped fix stuff here and there. But you see a number of people.
Anybody that I would be able to that I have like a certain personal relationship with that I trust a little bit. I'll just try to like see somebody that I could say something to and they keep it on the lowdown, like respect worker boundaries and that sort of thing.
Did we say that the blue potion was sadness?
The blue potion was extracted from the
Oh, you true Nile.
I'm dying.
You see Fong.
Tom.
Oh, you're open this up.
Tom or Tums?
It's Tom.
Tom.
What?
Tom. Tom.
No,
Write
it's,
it down
it's
in your book,
TH.
too.
Oh, Thom.
But his name's Tom.
Tom.
It's Tom.
You watch him
No
walk
stump.
over. So, what the fuck are you doing?
Get. Okay. Where have you been? Everyone said you quit.
No, I didn't quit. No.
You haven't
I just
seen
had to
him for months.
I family business. I family matters. Okay. The building that I live in, they changed the locks. Somebody else. So they told
said
you that you
They
that
told us
I
you
quit.
or they told us that you no longer work here anymore.
What? Have you talked to Pippin?
I haven't
Recently?
seen him in a while. He's been doing less work, and he's been doing less work around here. He would have a better idea. Like,
Fuck.
he's still here, like nonetheless, but he's only
Yeah,
here a
but-
couple of days now.
Okay, so but I just quit though.
Yeah, as far as we know.
But that doesn't. Have people been looking for me, or
Well, a couple of people, like, obviously I asked around after I hadn't seen you in a couple of days. Pippin first said that you were just dealing with some shit, so, they don't want to pry too much, but, you after the first week or so, I was like, yo, where the fuck is this guy at? And he's like, I don't know. He had to deal with some personal stuff. And then 1 month went by.
maybe it's not an issue. Has there been any? How have you been? Has work been picking up, or?
Work's been steady. We've been working on a new line that they're working on.
Yeah, they're always working on a new line.
Well, this one's a little bit more dangerous, but working on it.
Dangerous. Where does it go?
We have to go outside the walls.
Oh. Shit.
They want heavier armored cars in case of anything, but it looks like
For the water?
It looks like they're loot. No, it looks like kind of like inner, like they want to lay track long distance.
So to another town.
Yeah, they want to lay track long distance, but they got the mines working harder because they need more metal to lay a lot more track, and they need a lot more metal because they want the cars to be better armored. That way, if anything attacks them while they're in the open,
we got one short line that goes out to
Yeah,
the mines. But,
yeah, yeah.
You know,
That got hit a few times.
yeah, that's why we had to build the walls around those to stop to try to prevent rock slides on those lines. So
All right. Boss is still in his office, right? I don't know.
he might be down. Are you talking about like head of R&D, or are you talking about head
No.
of the plant?
Head of M division.
M division, he might be down. He was working on some stuff in the mines today. They had it kind of hands on deck.
Hands on deck.
Yeah, they were looking at new materials to possibly integrate into the systems. Possibly see if we can
Alright.
use things lighter, cheaper.
Sorry
mixed
to
metals.
bother you.
No,
alright.
it's good to see you a
Alright.
lot. I thought you know.
Yeah.
I
No,
thought
no.
they were just saying. I thought you died or something.
No.
Checked out.
I had to go outside the wall.
Outside.
But-
Damn.
Well, yeah.
You look like you're in one piece, so you didn't get bit by anything.
Yep. All right. Thank you. Go get some rest. Okay.
Yeah,
You
man.
look like you're a little lanky.
I'm about to go head to the bar.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
fucking ring. Pippin, I think he's here today. He might be over at the lab.
All right. Okay.
Workshop.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Tom. All right. I
Hey,
run.
good
I
to
run.
see you.
I run to R&D, the workshop. I go to the workshop.
He's got a like one of the they have these arcane stones that can like repeat a message over and over and over again, and he's got like 3 of them going that are like blasting recordings of music. So he's got bards that he's like recorded on these arcane stones that just repeat like the same song, and then he needs to go up to it and hit and hit a different one that he's recorded.
It's the next song.
But each rock is like this big, and each one has like so. But he's got like you just hear like it just going off in there. And he's got as you walk in, he's right now like on like one of the like car for why can't I speak right now? When you do maintenance on an engine, so he's on like a back cart wheeled underneath,
Under,
got goggles on,
under a
he's-
lift.
Yeah, he's got this like compact kind of like what they would use for single ride for maintenance, a maintenance car where it would be like 2 people, one engine, where it can take them up a track by themselves way faster than taking the full train. So
Yeah,
we've got like
yeah.
one of those lifted
One,
up
like,
above
hand
him
part,
by like
hand
12
pump cart.
12 chains. And he's got it underneath.
Pippin. I go over, tap them on the shoulder.
That's
just a little-
what the fuck?
Did-
What?
Pip-
You're alive!
Pip- Yes, I'm alive.
Oh, give me let me turn down this shit. Fuck. God.
Dude, I go over and punch it.
I thought you were dead.
You thought I was dead.
I
You
didn't
really
know.
thought I was dead.
Oh, you said you were taking care of some shit, but
I was pretending to play
You didn't
darts.
say
Go.
You said, your
I
sister.
can't
So
do
then,
anything
so
like
then,
that.
so then you did that.
No,
What
no,
about
no,
how you
no,
cast
no,
that? Did you?
Okay.
These walls are soundproof.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks.
You know that, otherwise we get so much more trouble
Drinking
for the
in
shit
that
you say half the time.
Sure. Thank you. My apartment. The key doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, they cleared your shit out. They went after I told them that you had some family issues. And then they kept. At first they were gonna like literally just start turning like kaputs after like 2 weeks. But I convinced them to push it longer. But after 2-month mark, they were donezo.
So I'm fired.
I think so, man. They were another guy already moved in. They hired some new people. They're hiring a lot more miners, a lot more factory workers. Right now they're building another building for another factory.
I heard they were making a line outside the city.
Yeah, they're hiring just about anybody. They're even taking people from the cities to start working outside. They're hiring anybody willing to do the work. Doesn't matter what the criteria what is whatsoever.
handiwork is going to go downhill even more.
I think they're just fucking cannon fodder.
We were already.
Yeah,
Alright,
they're,
yeah, never mind.
they're
So
not even putting guards out for some of these shits.
they're not even putting it.
Depending on who they're sending. If the warden's going out, then yeah, they got a battalion out there to keep anything
Yeah,
off their back.
but normal trips, they'll just send them out there. They don't care what happens to them.
Yeah, they're just thinking two birds, one stone. Get rid of the people in the slums. Get some work done too.
So where are my blueprints?
I managed to get in there before they cleared it out. I got a couple of things. I wasn't able to salvage it all because I'm not that.
Alright, you've already done enough.
I may be small and light on my feet, but I'm not that good. So
Got it.
we coming out here and he pulls out a small chest, like it's probably about like a small open crate with a number of schematics and the dummy for Theta, the original test model. He's got like a number of scraps of different projects, like small stuff here and there.
You took anything that looked mechanical, didn't you?
And you had an attachment to this thing. You started wearing it on your back all the time, which was cute.
Heads up.
Pippin, what the fuck are you doing?
You get in here for 1 minute and you start breaking shit. Come on, man.
Joe, phones are here.
Wow.
Why'd you put it there?
We need a small injection.
You guys done did it now.
Don't. Do you have shoes on?
Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
Yeah, we both did.
Sorry about that.
When I heard that they were gonna clear your stuff out, I snuck in there real quick, grabbed what looked important, without making it look like I emptied your place out. Because if I emptied your place out, that would have raised way too many suspicions.
You didn't get the pot, did you?
What?
The porcelain pot.
No.
The pot that was painted by my mother.
I can tell you a lot of this-
cardinal. It had a canary on it.
I got good news and bad news.
What is the news?
I did not touch it.
Somebody else.
Good news and bad news. But they don't throw the shit out. If it looks like utility stuff, they generally sell it. So it's probably at one of the pawn shops.
Oh, great.
Oh, there's
Great.
one underneath Mark's chair.
My family.
Don't let them
heirloom
know
at the
that
pawn
you're.
shop.
Don't let them know it's a fairly heirloom. Otherwise, they'll
Got it?
fucking rape your ass to try to get you to pay and handle the fist. But
Thanks.
But they generally, if it was a porcelain pot, they probably pawned it. The nuts and bolts, that stuff or scrap, they'll probably just chuck or throw in the melter. But if it's pots, pans,
That's fine.
paintings,
You got the important stuff. Thank you.
I didn't know, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Have you heard anything about Ash? Like, has anybody been talking about what happened with that whole
Other
thing?
than a couple of guys asking about her here and there, no.
So, but nobody really knows what.
They blamed it on a group. They didn't really tag it just to her.
Really?
It seems whatever you did may have done some good at taking a little bit of the heat, but she was like under. I tried not to take too much because don't want to draw attention on myself. She was like a person of interest as part of the group, but it wasn't like she wasn't labeled as the person.
So, do you think the higher ups will take me back?
Keep going.
I think they'll probably give you a hat. They might, if it's something, like
You know what,
Okay, don't move your foot.
they might
Pippin?
they might make M Division do more work on the new track. R&D, we gotta figure out how to bulletproof some of this shit. But take a beating. Literally, they gave me a battering ram.
They wanted you to put a battering ram on one of the cars.
No, they want me to hit the car with the battering ram.
Oh, to see how it would.
Take
How it would take a hit.
big hit. They're afraid of like some sort of like wildebeest or some shit like ramming into the
car while it's moving. So they want like the system to like lock the track on that way. When it hits, it doesn't go wow right off the side.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
So now look at that thing. You just got it like, and it's currently in like full primed position. So if you were to accidentally
It's like
pull the
spring-loaded.
cable, it would just boom.
Oh shit.
It's on a pendulum, like it's just on a on a fixed cable. That way it would just swing in an arc. And he has it like on like a pulley system that way he can raise it up and it would just.
Well,
Okay.
it's good to see that they're at least trying to go outside the city walls. I mean, it's going to be increased load on everybody, but at least we're not relegating ourselves to just a single place. Like a single. I don't know. I was out there, and yes, it's very dangerous, but I don't know if this is what I'm best at.
Is Ash okay?
Yes,
That's good. You know.
yes, she's cooling down in another town, somewhere else, outside of the city walls. Alright, Pippin, you've done plenty of things for me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, take your box. Take your box. You got your stuff in there.
I don't know what I'm going to take it now. Fuck.
Well, if you want, you can leave it here. I got plenty of room. I'm only here part time right now. I got a guy came by and said I was doing really good work, so he offered me another lab position.
A different lab position.
Yeah,
okay.
real fucking like highballer shit. Like this dude, but he said he wanted like stuff done, and he said I was doing good work here. So he was offering me some extra coin and has a private lab.
Wouldn't we happen to be named Mr. White?
Yeah, that's the fucking bastard. I wouldn't call him
Motherfucker.
bastard. That guy is. He came rolling. He was very nice.
Pippin, I will see you later.
Yeah, it was nice seeing you, man.
Pick up my shit.
Yeah, I'll tell when I'll give you the address next time you swing by. I'll give you the address to my new lab. I'm there part time over there, so I got half my time here, half my time there.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Pippin. Carry my shit away. I guess I'm going back to the manor.
Yeah. Hop back on the train line.
Well, I feel free, but still in this cage. Okay. You can shift away from me. Guys, what the fuck did he do?
There was a very
You broke the teapot.
there was a very animated conversation, and a glass was thrown on the ground in anger.
Yeah.
Darn it.
The servants
What
all went
time
to
of day
sleep
is it?
already.
At this point, it's about 6 or 7 o'clock.
See, after we turned Izak into a
Where are you
pincushion.
going?
Back to the chapel, whatever the fuck.
Can I
it
come
is.
with you, or you want to be alone?
Me and a little bit of Andres. All you
You
and
can
your
go
glass.
alone.
Okay.
I'll message you if I need anything.
Okay. Anything you want to do,
I
Dove?
think we got.
Sorry, is there anyone under?
One right there. Sliver. Right on
This?
like- Nope. Right there. Yep.
Is there anything
Does
you
this
wanna
manor have a library?
Mostly with dogs. I don't worry about it.
Libraries are probably closed at this time, aren't they?
You don't know.
Just saying I had two
I'm not
aces.
gonna lie, there. Oh,
Is there a library
there may
near
be
the
someone
temple
Here, I'm not worrying about it.
where she's
That's-
going?
That's not gonna be.
It's not too far away from the
Looking for shrines.
central bit next to the schools.
Okay, I'll go with her, but I'm going to the library. She's going to the
Yeah.
place.
You two separate.
Do I know? Can you just tell me where you're going so that in case if it's closed, I know where to find you? Temple of Anubis. Okay, got it. Bye, Mom.
Is there anything Izak and Mulian and Dimitri are doing?
I have 3 aces.
I hate you.
You also have several darts in your body.
Yeah.
I kick in
That's
the
also
door.
true. I'm
Put
not-
down the 4-4.
Son, are you okay?
I have a 2 and a 4.
Deal
Oh,
me
they
in.
did also
Deal,
fi- they also-
deal me in. Deal me in.
Oh.
Come on.
2 d12s. Oh no, yeah, there's 13. So 12, D12's the
How the
closest.
fuck do we play this?
This
How do I play this game?
It's poker.
I thought we were playing blackjack for 2d12.
I
Oh.
fold. I have a shitty hand.
So we'll do blackjack.
Not at 7 o'clock.
Isn't that auto?
So it looks like I've been fired.
It's September technically.
Yeah.
Why?
We up by now.
Well, I was away from my job. I derelicted my duties for
It started.
several months.
I thought you were.
That would do it.
How do we all
I
play?
thought that too.
Is the
But
library
it seems
closed?
the crown is too invasion.
Can I have a little bit of that? Okay, count. You fucking idiot! What's wrong with you?
My God!
Oh
What
my
the hell
God.
is happening?
I can't have nice things. That's what the whole story of it
Who
is.
did it this time?
Both
He-
times it was me. At least this time it didn't fucking break the glass.
God.
I will say the first time it's just I'll just move
We
it to
need
the
to have
corner of the
plastic
table
shit
for whatever
everywhere.
reason.
Sippy
So
cup
that you
for
chatter.
next time.
Yeah.
I will get some from Dollar Tree. They will be the fabulous.
Can I have a Louis sippy cup?
I will
Yeah.
find you one. They have Elmo at.
We actually
Dollar
used to
Tree.
use sippy cups during.
I bet
during
the
gaming.
We
audio
are
of
going back to sippy cups,
I bet the
We might have to
audio
go
of
back.
the paper
I'm okay
towel
with it.
scraping against the microphone is really
It was
great.
so great.
I cast command. Urinate.
As soon as she gets in the library, what about
what are
my
you gonna do
shit?
now?
Ignore the boys. It's our turn.
Yours is
Do what I
too
want to
early
do.
before.
I sit.
There's
Is
your
there like
contract
a
versus
docent
work for
taking
myself.
care of stuff?
Yeah, there's a guy walking
I
around.
talked to
But
the
also
guy.
work for somebody else about it.
Hello.
Be a hound for a
Hello,
different beast.
hello.
I went from the mines, which is a public
What would you like to know?
necessity,
This is one of the
to
older temples
private company.
in the city. Given our nature, and
seems
actually,
even more private.
this temple was here before the city was built. Around it.
It seems as beneficial I want to be to all of the people of the city.
There's
The
only
more
one
beneficial I
temple
will be
older
to
than this
myself.
one.
Which one's that?
For the one.
Welcome aboard.
Protects hounds. Right, protect.
We have a number of other
Protect.
smaller temples scattered throughout. But
Patir.
But this
Tea?
one,
Patir, but
Patir.
the
he
whole
asked that I start calling him
wall
Mr. White
was
instead.
that for.
Mr. White.
No.
White hounds.
White ass down.
I do not
White
know the
House.
purpose of it.
Actually, it's friends of
It
Now.
appears harsh in there.
White wolves?
Some intention. It does. It does let beam of
Broken
light
glass.
through. But that tends to move.
Operation
throughout the
Broken
seasons
Glass.
and such.
Operation White Wolf actually sounds
It's not really been a
really
point of
animated
interest
badass, but
And generic.
Can you tell me about the
what? White
stuff?
Wolf? Eh. Sure, it's generic. I
It's
guess.
definitely out of Call of Duty.
Operation Train Track.
God of believed to be the one where
No,
after
Molian.
death,
Operation
you go
Mysterious
to have
Eyeball
your
thing.
soul weighed and judged.
Mysterious eyeball
One
thing.
of the gods
I
of
know what
death
she was describing.
I was cleaning glass, like
and
actually.
judgment.
I am no longer working on the realm.
Weighs your skill, your
I
soul,
no longer
your
work
soul,
for the
such, and what you have done. And sees if you are worthy to move on.
Do any of those? Well, would you know if he kept any souls in limbo?
What do you even like to spot?
Personally, I do not know.
We can train
but
outside.
it is, of
They're
course,
practice dummies.
some souls are kept within limbo. They
Prey on what?
are not
Either
done
with each other or with
their
the
tasks
practice
and they
dummies
feel
outside.
that
There's
they're-
no true
are not
outside.
ready to move on. If they
I
were
don't
deemed
really
worthy,
use a bow.
of moving
I
on.
don't think I've ever used a
If
bow.
their soul
Do you do
was
any
too
range
heavy,
attacks?
then they fall below.
I can throw a rock.
See how late throw one.
How late do you stay? Okay. Do you close?
So
we do not.
you want to come outside with us? We're gonna throw rocks, I guess.
I go sit.
I love to run rocks.
Meditate and pray and wait for somebody to
All right,
speak
well,
to me.
there's
Can you
target down
elaborate
range.
on
Go
how
ahead and
trains
throw a
work?
rock.
What?
Go ahead and throw a rock at the dummy.
Is the library closed?
First, roll a.
I can't catapult on the rock.
I made
roll
cannibals
either
already.
investigation.
No.
Actually, no, either perception or persuasion.
Does it pass?
And for you,
Does
persuasion
it pass
is going to
saving
be
throw?
talking to people to figure out where to go.
Or I'll do
I was like, I throw a rocket straight in that.
Perception. I'd rather do perception. 7.
7.
Yeah.
you start to actually lose your way in the city.
Oh, no.
Where did Dove go?
Oh, shit.
Mainly because you see something flying over the city, pretty close to the ground.
She'll be fine. She's old enough.
Not super large, but you see some sort of winged creature flying above the city. Probably only about 50 to 60 feet above the ground. And you start to you see it do passes and do circles.
I try to. I'll go find someone in the street and be like, "Where's the library?"
Roll a persuasion check.
Dear Lord, please, dear. So it's a 2, but it's a -1, so it went down to 1. That's so close
You
to
find yourself
natural.
doing that constant thing of, "Excuse me, no, it's pardon me, sir, sir," and people are just walking past you and just ignoring you. You're right now. You're so soft-spoken in this large city that it's just walking past, and then you kind of see every once in a while you see it fly overhead again, and you're just like, "Fuck."
What's the closest thing to me right now, building wise?
There's a number of different buildings, there's different shops and such all around.
I go into the shop on my left.
Okay, you go into the shop on your left. It's a banking house.
Good afternoon. How are you looking for any services today, madam?
I just need to know where the library is, please.
The library is further north, on the eastern side of the castle.
How long will that take me to get there from here?
About 20 minutes.
Okay. That
Are
way?
you looking to open an account today?
No, I just wanted to know where the library is.
This is about
Okay, great, thank you. I leave. Bless you. Bless you.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Sorry. So sorry.
Fuck you.
I go towards. I go where he told me to go for the library. Is it open?
Roll an investigation.
Fuck.
Actually, roll a survival check.
Fuck. That one.
What the hell does that say?
Natural 1.
Oh.
Yay!
Well, at least you get some inspiration.
Are you guys just rolling the opposites?
Yes.
I've been rolling really
I
well.
heard you like
You attempt to
Yeah, I know.
continue to go
1 to 2.
north, and you end up blindly still following that shadowy figure in the sky, and you get veered off your path as you're attempting to go through the city. You're not used to a place of this size and the twisting maze that is the roads and such.
I don't like any of you. Fuck you guys.
And you hear it and see it land on top of the building.
What does it look like?
Roll a perception check.
Oh god, fuck me. Okay, not nat 20. Thank God.
It looks like a small dragon, smoother in shape. But it looks like a small jet black dragon.
It's a raven.
Ace?
No, by small I mean bigger than a horse.
Oh,
but small
okay.
for a dragon.
Okay, I was like, why
Does not
is
look
Ace
like
following
Does
me?
not look like a pseudo dragon.
Okay.
It's like the size of.
It's like a young dragon.
Yeah, it looks like it's the size of a young dragon. Like, it's still big. Like its head is probably like that.
Is there-
Its head is like that big, and then it's got a short neck, and then like a body that's the body is about the size of this table.
Is there people around me looking at the same thing, or is there like?
Occasionally, like one or two people looks up. The other people kind of just ignore it.
I just keep I just no.
Do whatever you want.
I try to. Dove is going. Dove basically does
This
that.
dragon.
Because she's never seen a dragon before. She knows what a dragon is. She's never seen one in person before. And she's going to kind of like have a quiet panic mode and try to continue walking to wherever she thinks the library could be and get there.
Roll another survival check.
Motherfucker!
It's the first time.
No,
it's
fuck
such
that.
a-
Yay! 21!
You start to get your bearings and traverse the city, and you can see as you like turn around a corner, you see one of the pillars of the castle, and you're like, okay, so it's the east, so it's to the right of the castle. So you start going that way. As you're doing that, and you're getting closer and closer to it, you see overhead of you. What?
No, I said I hate dragons, but it's okay. Keep going.
Well, overhead of you, you see the dragon actually sail probably about 20 feet to 30 feet above your head. As you see a guy push past you and like elbow you in the side as he runs past you, like through the city, like elbowing people out of the way, and you watch it soar about 20 feet above your head, and then a guy jumps off of it onto the other guy, like sword first.
Oh. Oh! Did I just witness a murder?
No, they're friends.
No, that's just the police.
You watch the guy turn around at the last second and like puts up like a shield, like he actually casts shields really fast. You watch his arcane flings over, the sword deflects off as the dragon sails off, and the two guys start into a fight in the middle of the street. So now we'll bounce over to the other people. What is everyone else? You are currently still sitting there. As the time goes by for you,
What happened on the
eventually the moon does get in a position, but the light from this moon is so diffused that there's no clear beam coming off of it. It can lead you to believe that you need it to be either in a higher state or just straight up a full moon in order for you to get the beam.
Because most people are trying to like divert out towards like
What?
The Romeo.
I just did. I told you exactly what you need.
What do you
I
know?
already knew. You told me what I already knew.
So why are you showing up on Waxing Crescent?
Just to be hopefully wrong.
And then you hopefully wrong.
You can force the moon cycles if you try hard enough.
God, can you make it a full moon?
No.
Sleeping with DM gets me nothing. Gets me nothing.
God, why do I even have a DM boyfriend if he can't change a moon cycle for me?
You didn't give me what I want.
Remember when you said you'd harness
you-
the moon for her? Harness the moon for her!
No, you promised to steal her the moon.
You promised to change the stars.
Okay, the moon disappears. She'll never get
Oh,
her answer. But she got the moon.
You take the
That's what's on
moon,
your
and you
finger.
take the moon, and you
The
take the
ocean
moon.
sees the move.
I'll see
What
what
are
Mr. White can do.
the
Put it back.
four of you doing? You're all playing cards. Anything else you guys?
With
wish
enough
to do?
money.
I thought we were. Yeah, they were.
Oh, we also
Well,
started
Sud was
practicing on a
explaining
test dummy
something.
outside, and Sud apparently did catapult through a dummy.
I shot a rock through a dummy with catapult.
Yeah.
I leave
Dummy
the
drops to the
sent
floor and
message
dies.
to her.
I also offered to play darts with Dove, and she decided
Wait.
I had like a bunch of
Cast
darts on a
catapult on
pincushion,
I don't know.
Message
and I
sent.
offered to her, and she decided to
Message
slam
I
them
have
into my hand.
telepathy though.
She's
So, but
Very
I'm
far
far
away.
away.
Can't you stay close?
No, I had to do something. I wanted to be a big girl.
I was like, oh, real?
Not great.
you guys are going out back. You're shooting into the test dummy.
There also might be some
Practicing your
tools if you want to work on the war bar.
I already have Smith's tools. Thank you.
Well, maybe there's like a bench out there for you.
This thing is an abomination of
How much
mechanical
can you bench
advantage.
this?
If I can say one thing, that war bar is not coming apart.
You know how like most powers derive from like a different like plane of existence?
I think.
This only gets its power from the material plane.
That's because it's made of plant material.
It's not even like.
Doesn't fly.
I'm very disappointed.
It's an abomination of mechanical advantage. I love that. So much leverage. Oh my god.
I love you. You're cute.
It's like an entire city district long.
You know what? My life is falling apart rapidly. I'm just gonna try to use my Smith's tools to try to sharpen one of the edges on the war bar.
Okay. Roll a tinker's check.
Can I use my Smith's tools?
What's he trying to do?
I'm trying to put an edge on. I'm trying to make a blade out of the war bar.
I want to help him, please.
How are you gonna help me?
I offered, and I was like,
I forgot. Guidance. You're doing so good, Soot. Oh,
How are you helping me?
all right. Well, if you're trying to make
watching.
you're trying to add a blade to it, or you're like welding it on, or what are you trying to do?
He's trying to
I have a
make-
hatchet blade that the Dove gave me quite a long time ago. I'm going to weld it on, trying to use the forging process to melt the two pieces together, so it's a giant war axe kind of crowbar thing.
I could take the shears and like hold them in place while you actually begin the process of actually welding it on.
I can
Okay.
stand behind you and tell you that you're so good with blades, you might want to consider becoming a chef because you're unemployed.
Oh.
Okay, I need
That's-
Izak to roll
That's
a
cost.
dexterity check to see how stable he is. That will determine if you get advantage or not.
Sure.
Just straight dexterity.
Yep.
Counting it.
13.
16.
16. Okay, you get advantage.
Nice.
Roll again, just in case.
I already rolled.
Oh, I thought.
I rolled a lower before, so
Oh.
thank you for that.
What was that?
21.
Plus a d4. Right?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, sorry. Frick.
What's
kind of
another
blade
D4
are
for
you?
Bardic Inspiration?
What do you?
3.
24.
What
You
kind
can
of blade
cut
are you
so many
welding
cakes
on?
with that.
Dove, quite a long time ago, gave me a hatchet head.
I'm in.
And the hatchet head, I'm going to sleeve over one side of it and use a combination of my Smith's tools and mending to try to permanently affix one of the crowbars on one end of it to just sleeve it over and then weld it in place so it's tacked in place.
So it's not a
So
blade. It's a
Crowbar on one end, axe on the other end.
So you've made a giant battle axe.
I'd also like to assist
With a crowbar.
It's got a small
with
head
a
on
small
it.
blade.
It's essentially
crowbar.
a long
It's
like
an
wood chopping
Halberd,
axe.
yeah, or a halberd or
an
something.
abomination of mechanical
It's
advantage.
it's an abomination of mechanical
You
advantage.
succeed, and it has been now welded.
Yes! Now what is it called?
The War Bar of International Waters.
But-
the War Blade of International Waters. What do you want?
Your blade.
The bar blade.
Dove, you are
Hi.
seeing
I like
Uh,
the
one
the
figure
bar-
has
The crow
jumped
blade.
off of this small dragon
Crow blade.
and has landed on this
The
other
blow
two guy
crate.
as the two go into a fight. You watch as one of the guy who was running through the street unleash a fire bolt
Crow Blade.
at the one guy,
You
and you watch
changing
it
the
like hit his armor and kind of like dissipate off of it as it hits, as the other guy is just brandishing a long
Crow blade of
blade
international
as he's
waters.
coming at him.
Crow blade.
Crow blade of international waters.
You look
Yeah,
a
you can
small
do it.
child.
You can just sit there and watch, you can just-
I-
you can.
What happened?
You look a
Uh,
small child.
The library
walking the
looks
streets
like
in
it's
the middle of the
ahead.
night alone.
What were we talking
So you
about?
can go through them, you can go around them, you can
Sorry,
wait,
missing?
you can intervene,
Also
you
not
can
a
do
child.
nothing.
I thought you told me she was the most responsible among you.
Oh.
That's what she told us.
I
I thought so.
I'm scared because there's a fucking dragon firestone. I
Do we
cast
notice she's
firebolt
missing?
at the guy.
She left with Morgan.
Okay, then she's there together.
She supervised, even though she doesn't need to.
What do you do?
I cast firebolt at the guy with the sword.
And the guy who jumped off the dragon?
Yeah,
Fireball or firebolt?
bolt. My firebolt.
Got it. Roll an attack.
Oh.
Actually, can I have you roll initiative?
Ah. Okay. Well, the attack.
swear to God, if you die.
Well, the attack was a 24, just so you know.
Attack with a 24.
Yeah.
And
My
that
light-
sealed your fate, because if you missed, the guard wouldn't have arrested you.
My initiative is
She's not gonna
10.
die, she's gonna get arrested.
My life got a lot easier when I stopped making sense with what I craft.
Instead, I just make dollar bill with my craft.
Would you consider adding, say, a long spike on the other end to make a pickaxe?
No.
Do you consider derailing the train?
Then it wouldn't be a crowbar.
You train.
You're right. Should
I
we
got a
say
roll
shush
flush.
to the side that way it's
24 to
like
hit.
also
Yeah.
a spike on the top?
Where'd you all go?
Going for
There's
the
no
edge
material
fence.
Ah!
for spike.
You're right. We'll take something off one of
Four.
our guys.
4 points of damage.
It'll fall off
Oh,
because it's only attached to the end.
I'm attacking the guy with the sword. The one that jumped down from the dragon and
You
went
draw
doo-doo.
hole material and then like
You watch, you unleash it. He turns, looks at you. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
As he goes back and turns around, makes another swing at the guy in front of. Ooh, roll below, second attack. Wow, rolled the exact same thing. Guy comes back, unleashes that. That's gonna hit on him. He gets knocked back. Okay, back to you.
Hello, my name is Isaac. I'm here to represent the clients.
I hate you.
Danger,
I-
attorney.
I yell at him and be like, "What are you doing? Why are you attacking this poor man? He didn't do anything. He was just walking around."
Detective Town Road.
Yeah.
Basically that. Basically that.
Got it. Back to him. I'm stopping this criminal. Don't aid criminal.
How was
Don't
that?
try to aid a criminal in fleeing.
What the fuck was I supposed to know? He was a criminal.
He did shove past you extremely difficult running to the street.
Well, I thought he
The
was scared
guy,
of.
nobody cared about the guy on the dragon, so obviously he's not the bad guy.
Well, I'm new to this place, so I don't know. And also, I thought he was just scared of the fucking dragon. That's what Dove was thinking.
I'm just saying, if Adim had the same logic you did, he would have been thrown off the boat because he would have killed the guy. He would have actually killed the guy on the boat.
Yep.
The one guy starts to, after he knocks the guy with the sword back against the wall, he starts to run off, and you watch the guy with the sword pull out a whip and
Someone has to use this, please.
whip it out. It wraps around the guy's leg, boom, yanks it back. The guy goes, boom, and slams down on his face. He closes the distance, runs back up to him. Guy turns around. He's gonna try to break the bond on his legs, try to break free. Fails. That was his action. Back to you.
Well, I asked him why he was attacked. How was I supposed to know he was a criminal? I'm new to this place. I don't know what's happening. There's a dragon flying around. That's it.
Trying to have dialogue.
I'm confused.
You're from an Amish country, and a cop car pulls
Fucking
up. It's like, what is
basically-
this metal machine? Starts shooting at the fucking cop.
With your Tech 9.
Free.
The Amish has an
Fails.
exception for
Okay,
Tech
back to you.
9s.
So he has gotten on top of the other guy and he's attempting to either knock him out or subdue him or whatever. The other guy's trying to break free. Guy with the dragon is on top. The guy
on the-
guy is on the bottom.
Ramp.
She cast Misty Step on the guy, so he gets to get away.
I just kind of just let it be because I don't want to attack anymore and I'm scared. And there's a dragon flying around still, and Dove doesn't want to intervene, so she just stands there.
Got it. You can roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Like chicken Alfredo?
Perception.
That's not chicken Alfredo.
Oh,
This is
it's 11.
We so disgusting.
Um,
Can you imagine?
You can hear the sound of like about a number of people marching, a quick step marching. Go back to him. Because the one guy is still prone. That is going to hit, and then he's going to attempt to break free still. That does not work. Hit. That does hit. He clocks it once.
One can of soda falls off.
Back to you. They're still in a skirmish right now. I think the footprints are getting, footsteps are getting
Down
closer.
those things at PAX.
I just start walking away because I don't know what to do. I'm scared.
Which way are you going?
To the library!
So that's
So much.
through that.
Drink so much
Can
of
I
this.
go around them?
You can. Which way do you go? Right or left?
Right.
Got it.
Fuck.
You run towards them. To
I
get to
don't
the nearest-
run. I walk.
You
I
go towards them, and as you turn the road, you can see a
Like,
battalion of about 6 armored soldiers, like fast step marching,
Waterlogged. Data.
rushing over. They rush past you.
okay. They
Two of
go.
them break
Out of
off
pens.
to then
And a
push
fidget
people
spinner.
back as the other 4 come in. and subdue the guy on the ground.
Okay. I just watch because I don't know what else to do. I watch and sidestep towards the library.
Jump back to. Is anybody else doing anything? Mag, you roll a survival check if you're attempting to go to the library.
Jeez, I wonder what Dove is up to right now.
Anything you four are doing?
God.
We're just admiring our new war blade.
Why don't you take this and try to attack
One
the
of the aides comes out.
Okay.
There's a pile of unchopped firewood behind the stable. If you would like to test that out.
Would you prefer the firewood over the dummy?
5, 6, 7.
Either or.
Okay.
But
The firewood would be more useful.
you do you. But
Okay.
figure in case you wanted prolonged thing. I don't know how long this
I
is going
just
to
want to
last.
get to
But
the library.
I start chopping
rolls
firewood.
poorly multiple times in a row.
Yeah, I
Chopping
know.
nails that you can't get out of the floor.
12? Okay.
I try to break the firewood.
Where you're going.
The only thing better than this would be a flail
What do I
axe.
roll for this to break the firewood?
Can we roll initiative against the firewall?
What am I aiming? Would I have proficiency with this?
This would be considered a strength-based weapon.
Okay.
Simple melee.
Did you just break Mark?
Probably.
They broke each other.
What'd you
Okay.
say?
I don't know.
I have proficiency with martial and simple weapons. So
It's a
strength
very
base and
simple.
proficiency.
It's a very simple weapon.
So strength plus proficiency. Yes, it's a boar with an axe on the end of it.
Is it magical?
21. Oh no, excuse me. 20. Over 20. 21 plus another 23.
Roll
guys
a
guidance
roll
on
a
him?
d6 plus your strength.
Scrap pieces of tools that have just been welded together.
6.
Those plus strength.
Yeah.
Put a decent chop into it. It would probably take 2 swings, and you can chop this log in half.
So, are there any other random tools that we don't need?
Like
it's
completely
like a
defeats the
3-foot.
purpose
No,
of a
it's like 6
crowbar.
feet. You put 2 crowbars together.
I
It's
thought
like this
the
big.
crowbars were like
Each crowbar is like,
it
it's
works
like that
perfectly
big.
every
Oh,
time.
okay.
You have 2 of them. You got one hell of a swing on that.
Nails go flying.
It's a 21. Oh, 4.
Snaps in half.
I think it works.
Jumping back over to
5
Dove.
years from now, everyone at Dragon
Just
Fire
for
is
just for
using them.
flavor and context, I just proceed to
Like
cut
a
and I'm
roofer.
like
Can
10
you-
logs.
Can you actually chop one in like halfway?
Like
It
you
suits
said
my back.
Sure.
All right.
Chop it
And
once.
now take the crowbar half and pry them apart.
I hate them.
I just proceed to for like another
Even in
15
D&D world,
minutes.
they're just guys breaking shit.
yeah for another like 15 minutes. I'm
Super
just
simple.
chopping firewood.
As
We spent an entire camp every day
the
chopping firewood.
gentleman on the floor is restrained, he is manacled, and he's picked up and then he's taken by 4 of the guards as the other 2
With
that
an
were
abomination
divvying,
of a weapon.
like pushing,
This is your
like
permanent
getting
weapon
people
now.
away from the area.
Please, one of you
divvied
lose
up,
your weapon.
and
Have to use this
the
first.
one guy who you attacked now has walked. Let's see if first he spots you.
Please no. Please no. Please no.
Still us.
Fuck.
He walks straight up to you.
Still Mulligan's
He's
axe,
wearing
leave it with the one.
all
Shut up.
all
I don't have an axe.
black and brown leather.
There, makes replacement with
The armor
You
goes.
don't steal anything.
The armor goes
You're right, I know.
all the way down to his
You
wrists.
wouldn't notice
And
shit.
it's mainly the entire sleeves. The sleeves are all black leather, along with the pants, and then the vest piece and the
Actually, I don't
shoulder
think so.
guards are brown leather.
As he comes toward me, he just sees me kind of like just sinking down to the ground.
He has about a little bit less than shoulder length hair that is split like right down the middle and comes to both sides. A little bit of like a curl to it, not super curly, but a little bit of a wave.
Stop it!
Only like about a bit of like a 5 o'clock shadow. Looks pretty young. He's got
Long
bright
hair,
green eyes.
Nathan Fillion.
What?
Long hair, Nathan Fillion.
He's got bright green eyes.
I was thinking Percy Jackson.
Yeah, sure.
And he grabs his sword and hooks it back into his back.
No.
Again,
Henry Cavill.
sinking to the ground.
Oh God. Jesus
Long,
Christ.
long hair Henry Cavill.
Um,
Oh.
I don't know who that is. She knows who that is.
Who?
Henry Cavill.
Everybody should know who that is.
Oh, The Witcher.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's another example.
think
Nope.
kind of like
Yes.
I knew that job.
Right.
think. Have you seen Prince Caspian?
Who?
Not Chronicles of Narnia. Prince Caspian.
Yes.
That's a no.
Look that up. Plus Hiccup's armor.
Okay, I know what Hiccup's armor looks like. Prince Caspian. Prince
Flail crowbar just sent me into another fucking atmosphere.
Caspian.
I've never
Oh, that guy.
needed to breathe
So that's like
anymore
what his
than
hair
that
looks
moment.
like, but he's wearing like Hiccup's armor.
Okay.
He walks up to you. What was the meaning of that?
You were attacking. Nah.
Speak. What was the meaning of that? Are you a mute or something? You could speak clearly before. You attacked me. Do you not know who I am?
No. I knew.
You're in the presence of Prince Alexander.
Who?
Prince Alexander.
Again, Dove says, who?
Hey, we broke set.
So are you gonna make the flail far or what?
Oh,
What the fuck did
Again,
you
Dove
do there?
says, who?
Nothing.
I'm new to
Smoothie.
Dragonspire in this place, and I don't know.
Is that like suction or
Who?
something?
My name is Prince
Yeah.
Alexander
Two
Phillips.
pieces
Did you
of
put
that-
did you put the lead of one into the? Okay.
Write that down. Write that down.
King Fultric.
You know who King Fulric is.
Okay.
He is the king
He the king,
of the country
He the King's Car.
and of
The kingdom.
Dragonspire.
the empire, the now empire.
Yes. Now, the king of the city that you are currently in.
Okay, I know
this is
this.
his nephew,
Okay.
Prince Alexander Phillips.
Phillips.
Fill up your car.
Basically.
Right.
As
Sorry.
you watch his dragon lands
A
behind you.
lasso crowbar.
Your dragon's cute.
I've never heard it called cute before. Roll a persuasion check.
Fuck.
You're persuading him whether his
Natural
whether or not-
one.
oh my god!
Natural one.
It's a natural one plus.
Stop increasing your bail.
I was about to be like, I'm like, you're about to go to jail. You just attacked the prince.
Okay.
Your
it's
dragon's
nine,
cute.
9.
That's
It's a 9
still
now.
terrible.
I know, it's terrible.
It's not.
Don't you have -1 charisma, so isn't that 8?
No, it's a +2 to perception.
No,
No,
persuasion.
Persuasion.
I was rolling the wrong fucking. I was rolling the wrong
So
fucking
6.
thing. I was doing.
So 6.
It's a -1, so it would be an 8.
Oh.
It was a 9, but I rolled instead of
Did you say
persuasion.
it
I
was
did.
+2, so that would make it
I
9?
did perception. I did perception.
You have a 0 to perception?
I have a +2 to perception, but a negative
So-
-1 to persuasion.
So you
So you
rolled
rolled a
a 6.
7.
No, I rolled a 9. It was.
If you roll it on the app, it adds the roll to the thing.
I mean, you
Oh, it
rolled
was a. So it was a 6.
I was right. I was fucking right.
It's not a 1 though.
No, it's not a 1 because that would have been a 0.
Wait! Did you roll a 1 rolling persuasion?
Yes, I rolled a natural.
Rolling perception, which you already have +2?
Was
It was
How
a
did you
nat
accomplish that?
It was a nat 1.
It was a nat
It was a
1.
nat 1.
It was a nat 1 to
Roll
persuasion, but
a
it was supposed to be-
-1?
The nat 1's still a 1, basically.
For attacking the prince, you are under arrest. Guards.
Oh.
The
Yay!
guards come up and take you in arms.
Yay!
At this time, Morgan, you arrive at the.
Oh,
library.
now you arrive!
I'm at the library.
You're at the
I
library.
got there.
Do I see her?
No. She
Fuck.
went around.
You didn't see the big sign above his head that said Prince? Come
Look
on.
at your crosshairs turn green.
As you're,
Yeah, right.
No!
as you're arriving at the library, right now you're arriving there probably around 8:30. And one young gentleman is being let out, and they're locking the front door. And you see this like kid, probably about like Dove's age. Looks like Dove in that they both
Dove?
look really
I'm not
young.
here.
This is going in the book.
Hi.
Hi. she's 12, but she's actually 20. Bright red hair, very quiet.
No, I can't say that I've seen anybody like that come by here at all. I've been here for a couple hours. Hi, I'm Jasper.
I'm Morgan.
Short kid, like way shorter than you. Wait, how tall is Morgan?
5'7". Yeah,
5'7". Yeah, he's
because we don't know where you are.
Shorter than you. Curly mop of a hair with two different colored eyes. One eye is green and the other one's brown. So we've got two different colored eyes.
I want my 170 still.
No, I've been studying here for the
guys,
past
I know
like
I've known
5 or
you for
6
like 3
hours,
days,
so I haven't seen
like,
anybody
okay,
like that.
but you guys
I was
can bail me out of jail
going to
right
the front
now, so-
desk all day, so and I've been like,
Do you work here?
no, no,
Isn't the one locking the door?
no. He was the.
No, I want someone locking the door.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, talk to Jasper more. He seems like a man, nice man.
For you!
Stop!
Also, you had the prince, and you.
Yeah, you had the prince and you blew it!
I didn't know he was the prince.
It doesn't matter!
Man rides a dragon. That's not an instant like +5.
Oh, he's important at least!
Alright, anyway.
Airdrops from a dragon.
Okay, Dove doesn't know shit, guys.
Alright,
Alright, she's
anyway.
smart, but she's not that smart.
Wizard.
She's smart, but she's not that smart in social cues.
What's your wisdom?
Get it.
+2.
To the one locking the door.
My charisma is a -1.
What's your
That's what thank you
intelligence?
so much.
You see like an
What's the
armored
value?
SWAT van,
I knew
and
that
everybody's
was a
kind
king.
of
I
like
didn't know
chill
how
about
to
there
make
being
it.
an armored SWAT van in the area.
No.
And then a bunch of people hop
You
out of the
know,
armored
yeah,
SWAT van
I
and are like,
don't
wait a
know.
minute,
in the back of the
bad guys! And you start fucking attacking the SWAT
Oh,
guys.
Independent universe.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
I only just arrived the other day.
Are
I
you
just
gonna be
County of Dragonspire on my uniform. What are you doing?
tomorrow.
Motherfucker!
Your mother is helping you! Shut up!
Yeah, I actually just arrived. I just arrived in the city, but I had to do. I actually was studying one of the maps of the city for like half the day, just like in like. Although I could have just walked around it, but you know what? But yeah, I just arrived on airship like yesterday or the day before.
Absolutely. So you'll be here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Assumably.
Did you get airsick?
Y'all are always trying to fuck.
I'm
swear
not!
to
She
God.
is!
I'm
Y'all
married!
play
I'm
this
this
game
for her.
to fuck.
She is! I'm not!
If she
Yes.
has to fuck to get her out
Yes.
of prison, so be it.
Yes. Yes, they are.
The kid I was bunking with was getting airsick
I did it
every
once
other day.
and only once.
Oh.
She does it multiple times.
Yes, they are.
Okay, that was Phelan! Don't do that!
But help me!
They're either,
Yeah, but
shop-
Phelan
they're
also.
either shopping or fucking.
I'm gonna go head back to my.
They're either
dorm.
shopping or
It was a
fucking.
pleasure talking
Yeah,
to
but
you.
like most of Phelan's lovers
Where's the
died.
person locking the door?
She's an woman.
Could you imagine if I like played a character I was just like,
Did you
I
see
flirt
a
with it.
small
Yeah,
red-headed
right.
girl, very mousy,
Shopkeeper
about
asked you to
maybe
cut wood,
running
you-
around before?
Turn your shirt inside out and you're like,
Oh?
None of that.
Do I do it like this?
In front of Mr. White. Oh, I'll do whatever you want.
Mr. White.
Can I see if I can I like look around, see if I see her?
Could you scream? Give me something?
Please roll another now one.
I will fucking cry, can I?
your desperation is it is becoming of a person being arrested by the crown. Okay, I want you to remember this feeling. Okay.
I had the beans, I want it now!
If you don't want to spend the next 5 sessions in fucking jail rotting,
I want to find I almost
This is
called her
where
Taylor.
we'll end tonight's session.
Yeah!
Fuck you! Take
All right,
that!
we will start off
Take
with
this!
Dove is being taken
Take
away
this!
to jail
Take that!
You have a lot.
after
yelling.
attacking the
Sorry.
prince
around half
of Dragonspire.
I didn't know it was the prince. I knew there was a king. I didn't know it was the prince.
you!
Your
I
actions
need
have
drugs from a
consequences.
dragon!
Oh, if he announced it.
Thank you guys for watching today. I hope you guys had a good time watching. If anybody's watching, I hope you had a good time.
Oh, I gotta talk to you guys later.
I hope your ears aren't blown out.
It's a pee.
I hope your ears aren't completely bleeding at this point. This is basically
I
just
need
fodder.
to have to pee.
This is basically just fodder so that Joe can somehow edit my voice into making some sort of funny YTP type stuff. All right,
Stop doing ASMR.
Joe, this is for you, Joe. This is for you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Wait, he's not done yet.